Game is a presentation of KBMW Sports.
Huskies football is on the air. Tonight's game is brought to you by Builder's First Source, Carlson Family Insurance, CHI St. Francis, Essentia Health, Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley, Heitkamp Construction, Kraus Brothers Construction, Miller Realty, Minn Kota Ag Products, Otter Tail Power Company, Quality Toyota, Red River Agency, Red River Grain, Smith Motors, State Farm Agents Matt and Amanda Frederick, Titan Machinery, Twin Town Villa, Vision Ford, Bell Bank, Big John's Car Pro, Bremer Bank, Mindak Farmers Cooperative, Scott's Electric, St. Catherine's Living Center, and Valley Bead Service and Manufacturing. Now, here's KBMW's Robert Wanick.
Welcome to Hannah Field in Valley City. We are here for the Class 2A quarterfinal football playoffs here in North Dakota. Wahpeton taking on the Highliners, a much-anticipated rematch in North Dakota's Class 2A field. Highliners 4-5, Wahpeton 5-4, sneaking their way into the rankings after the final week of the regular season. We'll get to that in just a bit. I'm joined today by a very special guest. It's always like Christmas came early when you join me on the broadcast. Maddie, how's it going?
It's going good, Robert. I think, it's exciting to be here in Valley City tonight. Two tough teams going up against each other. It should be a good night of football. Just a little bit chilly out there. We're feeling pretty good here in the heated press box. Honestly, we had to shed our layers, so feeling for those people out in the stands, but it looks like a good crowd is drawing already, and we're ready for some playoff football tonight.
We got here, and it was like a certified sauna up in here. Crank the window open, and we are ready to go. So let's set the scene tonight with a little bit of footage from the past.
In 2022, Wahpeton pulled off the upset over number one ranked Jamestown, 14-13 on homecoming. Jackson DeVries intercepted a pass in the end zone to seal the victory. 1 week later, however, Valley City boat raced the Huskies by 34 points here at Hannah Field. Last season, Wahpeton got its revenge on a last-second play that's since been dubbed the Mauk Miracle. Bjorn Kubala found Trayton Mauk on a 78-yard wheel route touchdown. Wahpeton made it two straight against the Highliners earlier this season with a 31-27 home win that featured 8 lead changes. Kubala connected with Braden Steffens on a back shoulder fade in the final minute to give Wahpeton the win. Tonight, one team is moving on and the other is turning in its pads. This is Class 2A East Division quarterfinals on KBMW.
Now that we've set the scene on your Red River Grain pregame show serving the local farmers since 1986, let's chop it up a little bit. What do you think about tonight's game? What do you think about these two teams? And what do you think about Friday Night Lights in October? November, excuse me.
November, here we go. It's the first. So, yeah, I'm excited here, Robert. I think Valley City's coming in off a couple of losses here the past few weeks. And, just like that, you don't want to come into a game unprepared, talking as if I'm the Huskies team here. And maybe just kind of saying, hey, we'll just get through this one, especially in a playoff game. So I think the Huskies are ready to, play their hardest. The same with Valley City. They're coming in, like I said, off 2 losses, and they're looking to send the Huskies home. And, everyone, like you said, when you go home tonight, you go home for the season. So I think both of these teams is going to be a hard-fought game, just like the last time they faced off against each other. And I think it should make for some good football tonight.
With that being said, let's take a look now at your Otter Tail Power Company Power Poll rankings. As I jump ahead a little bit too far, we'll take a look at the Power Poll rankings first. This is your final Class 2A poll as voted on by the North Dakota Associated Press Sports Writers and Sportscasters Association. No surprise here, Grand Forks Red River, number 1. I believe it's 12 consecutive weeks. They're 9-0. Number 2, West Fargo Horace at 7-2. Number 3, Minot North Sentinels, 7-2. May just be the best team in 2A. Time will tell. And number 4, Jamestown Blue Jays, they're 5-4. And here's your Huskies at number 5, fighting long and hard to get into the poll. They finally do in the final week of the regular season. Valley City tonight, they're receiving votes. Devils Lake also receiving votes in the poll. As we jump into the second part of your Power Poll rankings here, we're going to take a look at the bracket. Number 1 seed from the East, Red River. They're facing off with 4 from the West, St. Mary's. Number 2 from the West is Valley City, right here tonight at home versus Wahpeton. So Wahpeton's the 3 from the East, but they defeated Valley City 31-27 at home earlier this season, so that's kind of interesting. Minot North is the top dog in the West. They'll face off against Devils Lake, who sneaks in as the 4 seed. and then Horace, they're 2 from the east, Jamestown 3 from the west. So that is your power poll ranking presented by Otter Tail Power on for conservation. Now we'll jump back to what I was supposed to cover first on KBMW News Live YouTube. Let's jump into your central highlights. Hand off to Mauk. He's got a burst. He's got a lot of room. Trayton Mauk trying to outrun the defense. Sheds a tackler. 15-10. See you later, Trayton Mauk. 55 yards for Trayton Mauk. 4th and 1 from the Wahpeton 9-yard line. Snap is off. Handoff. Perales. He's hit in the backfield by Landon Ralph and pushed backwards. Turnover on downs. Big dog. Landon Ralph gets into the backfield. He's flexing over to his sideline. Stomping on the grass here. Big play for the Huskies. Gives them the football back and keeps this a 2-score game. Handoff to Fisher. He's hit in the backfield. First man into the backfield was Isaiah Brushard. Have yourself the game of your life, young man. That kid is a problem tonight for this Grand Forks Central offense. And another tackle in the backfield, this time for the Huskies. It's a guy by the name of Isaiah Brushard. Isaiah Brushard seeing if a 20-tackle game is possible tonight. 1st and goal from the 10. Shotgun formation. Kubel is going to pass. Little pump fake. Going for the back end zone to Steffens. Oh my goodness! Odell Beckham. Shades of OBJ. One-handed grab for Braden Steffens. That is single-handedly the best catch I've seen in a high school football game. Sports Center top 10 stuff for Braden Steffens, and it's going crazy up here in the press box. Even more so down there in the stadium seats. Braden Steffens with a highlight reel touchdown. My goodness. So an exciting regular season finale for the Huskies, 35-9, and they just did what they had to do, beating South on the road and beating Central, to the bottom teams in the East, to lock up a number 3 seed, avoid playing Red River, and I think Maddie's got a score from that Red River game.
Definitely. We're going to try to keep you guys updated on all the scores happening here on Friday Night Lights throughout the night here. And, of course, number 1 seed Grand Forks Red River taking on Bismarck St. Mary's. About 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Grand Forks Red River leads 13-0, Robert.
So Grand Forks Red River, no slowing them down. Wahpeton really the only team, well, Horace as well, to give them a scare. 2 one-score games there for the undefeated Rough Riders. Let's take our first break on the Red River Grain pregame show, serving the local farmers since 1986. When we come back, we will talk Huskies football on AM 1450 KBMW.
Ever buy something and open the box to find 1,000 pieces ready to assemble? Time-consuming and frustrating. That's why Bear Build Woodworks and Builders First Source offer gorgeous, hassle-free finishes for their doors and millwork. No mess and not stress. With over 30 stain options and 40 paint colors, Bear Build Woodworks pre-finish is the perfect choice for quality that stands the test of time. Get it finished with Bear Built Woodworks and Builders First Source in Wahpeton.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wahpeton, representing Auto Owners Insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wahpeton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Your daughter has the flu. Your son breaks his arm. You need quality medical care you can count on. CHI St. Francis Primary Care Walk-In Clinic. Quality family care. Go to the Primary Care Walk-In Clinic at CHI St. Francis, where there is no appointment necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 7:30 and 9 to 5 on the weekend. Quality care close to home. You get the finest care for home injuries, common illnesses, and emergency service. Virtual visit available. Call 643-0747. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
What can you do in 30 seconds? Warm up your coffee, tie your shoes, Google, should I get screened for lung cancer? Then actually get screened for lung cancer. If you're a current or former smoker, talk with an Essentia Health provider about your eligibility for a low-dose CT screening, because early-stage lung cancer often has no signs or symptoms. Screening can mean an increased chance of successful treatment. Learn more at essentiahealth.org.
Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley. Hi, this is Wade from Breckenridge Cenex. Now is a great time to start thinking about protecting your recreational vehicles and equipment. Stock up on Splash RV Antifreeze at any one of our 4 locations, and we would like to thank you for your continued patronage.
Farmers Union Oil. Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley.
Back to Hannah Field. I'm Robert Wannick. He's Madison Nelson Gira, and this is the Red River Grain pregame show, serving the local farmers since '86. We're going to jump into a fun part of the show. It is your State Farm Stat Report presented by Matt and Amanda Frederick at State Farm. Like a good neighbor, Matt and Amanda are there. Taking a look at the Huskies offense, we got some more stats we can get into if some playmakers emerge, but this is the unit here. Trayton Mauk, the lead tailback, 165 carries, 1,251 yards, 15 touchdowns, 13 catches for 177 yards and 2 more scores. So 17 touchdowns, a real shot at 20 touchdowns for the senior. Bjorn Kubla at QB, 124 completions, 198 attempts, 1,647 yards, 18 touchdowns to just 5 interceptions. So what a revelation he has been this year after he threw for 12 touchdowns, 12 interceptions last season. Jackson DeVries, 34 receptions, 632 yards, 4 touchdowns, 18.5 yards per catch. A lot of that coming after the catch. He's dangerous in the open field. And Braden Steffens, he's been one of the favorite targets as well. 34 catches, 632 yards, 4 touchdowns, 2 of them last week, including that star-studded Odell Beckham-style one-handed grab in the back of the end zone. That was crazy. Check it out on kbmwnews.com Facebook. Jack Gilbertson, 18 receptions, 148 yards, 3 total touchdowns. He missed 2.5 games. They'll have him back tonight, so we'll see what he does. Let's take a look at the defensive side of the football here. Mauk, he's the leader there too. 79 tackles, 1.5 sacks, 5 pass breakups. Still waiting for a pick, but the Huskies are hoping he's got a couple more games to pick one of those up. Isaiah Brushert, what an animal last week. 13 tackles. He's got 48.5 total tackles. Leads this squad with 4.5 sacks. Evan Doctor, he rounds out the linebacker core with 48.5 tackles as well, 2 sacks and an interception. Landon Ralph, 13.5 tackles, but he's gotten to the QB. 2.5 sacks, 5 TFLs, so almost half of his tackles coming in the backfield. And Jack Gilbertson, the freshman, 4 interceptions, including 2 against this team, including the one on the final drive that stopped them in their tracks. Again, he's missed 2.5 games, and he's got 4 picks. That may very well lead the EDC. Coach has decided not to report stats this season, but certainly up there. So what do you think about this Huskies defense, Maddie? What do you think are some things they can do to just get off on the right foot, I guess?
Yeah, definitely. I think just stuffing the gaps right away in this game to just kind of, if you can stop a team's run, it kind of defers them from going to the pass. So if you can get some tackles for losses, maybe. One guy I would love to be looking at is Omar.
Oh, yeah, Omar, Mighty Mouse off the edge.
Mighty Mouse, if he can make a couple of awesome plays like you did at that Fargo South game I was at, just kind of set the tone, say, hey, all of our guys are going to be contributing, and I think that's going to be where it starts for the Huskies defense. And from there, you play good defense, you hand it off to your offense who has, like you said, not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys who can make an awesome play happen and get into the end zone. I think this would be a different looking team if, say, Trayton Mauk was the bell cow and everything relied on him. That is not the case for sure. It is 4 or 5 guys contributing and everyone kind of making it happen for the Huskies.
And I think you put the nail on the head. If we can get some of those guys like Brushert and Omar Martinez getting some pressure off the edge, then you can kind of bear down right down the middle of that line. We're going to get back to your Smith Motors keys to the game after we take a quick break. You're listening to Huskies football Class 2A playoffs, baby, from Hannah Field. They're taking on the Highliners, 7 o'clock kickoff, AM 1450 and KBMW News Live YouTube.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heitkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heitkamp Construction in Wahpeton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948. Buying a new home is an exciting experience, but it can be a stressful one too. Miller Realty can help relieve some of that stress with a simple formula of integrity, trust, and most importantly, experience. Their talented team is made up of Guy, Shelly, Jared, Lisa, Melissa, and Stephanie. They've put in the years helping people buy and sell their homes, and they understand this market. Miller Realty is a trusted legacy business in the Twin Towns. Put their knowledge and experience to work for you. Miller Realty in Breckenridge, a lasting tradition of experience, knowledge, integrity, and trust. Find them online at GuyMillerRealty.com.
Minn Kota Egg Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Barney, Kent, Wyndmere, Wahpeton, and Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
Welcome back to Hannah Field for the Class 2A North Dakota High School Football quarterfinals. Wahpeton Huskies taking on the Valley City Highliners. Again, a highly anticipated rematch, 31-27. Last time these teams met. I'm going to kind of take a look at that first game. 31-27 Wahpeton. A good start for Valley City, led by Caleb McLaughlin. 15 carries, 106 yards. Caden Amon went 11 carries, 33 and a touchdown. That was the 1-2 punch. Bryson Heck struggled, 9 for 24, 172 yards passing, did throw 2 touchdowns. He's got the capability, and we saw him do nice things, but he threw 2 interceptions to the boogeyman named Jack Gilbertson. Big guy to watch tonight, Jack Dieterle, 2 catches, 19 yards and a touchdown. Wahpeton neutralized him other than that little fade route at the goal line. And Trayton Malk in that one, 25 carries, 216 yards, 2 touchdowns. Just another day at the office for him. Bjorn Kubala, 18 for 24, 216 yards, 2 touchdowns and a pick, 174 yards passing to Jackson DeBreeze and Braden Steffens. The game-winning touchdown to Steffens. And the Huskies, they got in the sack column. Landon Ralph with a sack and a half, Isaiah Brushard a sack and a half, and Hunter Belke and Trayton Mauk combined for a sack. So let's go ahead and look at your keys to the game for this one, presented by Smith Motors. Small town friendly, big town deals. Keys to the game tonight: protect Kubala at all costs. It is cold out there. It is cooking up in the press box, but it is not down there. And we want to keep some hands out of his face because, you know, if you get your throwing hand into someone's face mask or you get thrown down to the ground real hard, those things tend to linger in a game like this. It's hard to get loose. So just keep him out of pressure and keep people away from swatting at him in the pocket. Protect your quarterback and continue to dominate on special teams. Trayton Mauk a couple weeks ago, 5 for 5 on PATs. Those points matter when you get to November. And the punts, too. Trayton Mauk's ability to flip the field is huge. And the last one I have here is to involve Mauk in the passing game, take some pressure off those wide receivers. 13 catches for 177 yards and 2 touchdowns. I don't think that has changed in a couple weeks. I don't think he's been targeted in the passing game. So let's get that kick started again.
Something I think they've done pretty good the past few games, Robert, is quick passes. Get the passes out fast so, you know, there is no pressure on the quarterback and on Kubala. Get those passes out. Let those receivers do what they're best at, yards after the catch. Let them, you get a few drives, get a few first downs, and you know what, you're cooking, and all of a sudden you've built a lot of momentum.
And if this Wahpeton team can score, they can stick it to anybody. 28.2 points per game. They are allowing 26, so I think that's the magic number tonight. Get around that 28-point margin, or that 28-point output, and you're going to be tough to beat. Valley City enters this one averaging just 17.8 points per game. Their season high was 27 against Wahpeton. They've also scored 27 against Watford City and Fargo South. They're allowing 24.5, so it is a good spot for Wahpeton's offense to be in. And I think Maddie's got some scores from around the state tonight from Class 2A playoffs.
Definitely some teams in action here. Grand Forks Red River, we mentioned a little bit before. They have now extended their lead to 27-0 over Bismarck St. Mary's. We got about 10 minutes left till halftime on that one. Otherwise, up in Fargo, West Fargo Horace and Jamestown are in action right now. 5 minutes left until halftime. West Fargo Horace is up 7-0. Still a very tight game there. And then waiting on Minot North and Devils Lake to start. They have the same kickoff as we do, 7 o'clock. That'll start in Devils Lake at Sentinel Stadium. And we're waiting here for Valley City to take on Wahpeton. Should be a good one.
So Wahpeton and Valley City, the last to go tonight, and they'll probably go like a 12-round bout if it's anything like the first game. Let's take another quick break. We're coming up to kickoff here in less than 10 minutes on AM 1450 KBMW and streaming live on KBMW News Live YouTube.
North Dakota State College of Science is powered by the strong local connections we have with employers, business partners, program advisors, and local business leaders. We're proud to call Wahpeton home. Find out more about how you or your business can support NDSCS by visiting ndscs.edu. That's ndscs.edu.
Getting you back to what you love. We are Optimum Rehab. For over a decade, Dr. Tony Eggeman has provided physical therapy services for the people of Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding communities. We're a small practice that sees our patients as individuals. Through hands-on techniques, our patients have their treatment plans tailored to their exact needs. Sprains, sore muscles, back pain, achy joints, rehab following surgery, you name it. Optimum Rehab is your answer. When you need exceptional physical therapy, you need Optimum Rehab.
You want what you want. At Quality Toyota, we totally understand that we aren't going to talk you into a car you don't want. Instead, we're here to help you find the car, the color, the options, and the style that you do want. All with a simple, easy, and stress-free approach, because the price listed online or in every windshield is the only price. That way, we can concentrate on getting you the right car. Quality Toyota, West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls. QualityToyota.net. Let's go places.
How much do you really know about insurance? You have to have it, and your family should be covered at all times in case of an accident. What coverage is the best for you? That's where independent insurance agents Tyler Kent and Brad Rivard at Red River Agency Incorporated of Breckenridge can help. They provide all your insurance needs for home, auto, farm, life, commercial, MPCI, and crop hail. It's that easy. Give Tyler Kent or Brad Rivard a call at 643-1623. Red River Agency Incorporated, always by your side.
No matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain never changes. Red River Grain works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers, providing grain and agronomy services to help maximize your farm's potential. Red River Grain has been serving farmers for years with competitive prices and high-quality service. Talk to Carson or Brad for your grain and agronomy needs. Red River Grain, East Breckenridge, 643-3738. That's 643-3738, or you can find them online at redrivergrain.com.
Welcome back to Hannah Field. I'm Robert Wanick, joined by Madison Nelson Gira up in the booth here. And we're going to go over your Farmers Union Oil of the Southern Valley starting lineups. Shout out to Adam for sound checking us on YouTube. We appreciate you. We're getting ready to go for kickoff. Super excited. Wahpeton back in the playoffs here, Class 2A. So your starting lineups presented by Farmers Union Oil, providing superior quality products and services while generating a positive return for their patrons. Let's start off with the home team here. At tackle, we got Big Jack Dieterle. He's 6'5". He wears number 73, just a junior. Another tackle is number 54, Trey McPartland. At guard, we have 66, Dylan Hunt, and 68, Brant Muller. At center, we have 76, Pablo Acosta. At tight end, we have number 80, Leighton Hendrickson. At receiver, it's number 12, Colton Griebel. At another receiver, it's number 7, Derek Shape. He was a multi-purpose stud last game. We'll see if he shows out again tonight. At fullback, it's number 24, Corbin Powell. He's a senior. And at running back, 23, Caleb McLaughlin. And quarterback, number 15, Bryson Heck. Defensively for Valley City, number 73, Jack Dieterle will play defensive tackle. Number 68, Brant Muller will play defensive tackle. At the end positions, we got Trey McPartland and Dylan Hunt. Linebacker is number 3, Jack Leerud. And number 34, Hunter Undum. Another linebacker is McLaughlin. Cornerbacks, Derek Shape, Jackson Thornton, and at safeties, Colton Griebel and Jamison Muchler.
Starting for your Huskies today against Valley City, quarterback number 9, Bjorn Kubala. Running back, the man, Trayton Mauk. Wide receiver number 7, Jack Gilbertson. On the other side, wide receiver number 10, Braden Steffens. And Trayton King, another wide receiver. He's starting. Tight end is going to be Jackson DeVries. At tackle, Luke Anderson. At another tackle, Landon Ralph. Guard, Hunter Belke. Another guard, Chase Marsh. And center tonight is Owen Scoville on the defensive side of the ball. Nose guard is going to be number 62, Luke Anderson. Defensive tackle, number 70, Landon Ralph. Defensive tackle, number 50, Chase Marsh. Linebacker, number 19, Isaiah Bruchette. Linebacker, number 44, doubling up, Trayton Mauk. Linebacker, number 16, Evan Doctor. Linebacker, number 28, Michael Peterson. Playing safety is going to be Jack Gilbertson. Another safety is going to be Omar Martinez. And number 10, Braden Steffens and Jackson DeVries are also.
So let's keep an eye on that linebacker unit tonight, like we talked to, getting some pressure early on in the ball game. Isaiah Bruchert, Evan Doctor, Trayton Mauk. We're going to take one quick break. The players are getting ready here. They're going to announce the Valley City lineup. Good home crowd filling out here, and Wahpeton's trying to rain on the parade here. We'll get back with the kickoff presented by NDSCS on AM 1450 KBMW.
Save big this month with Smith Motors in Wahpeton. Get up to $120 in rebates on the purchase and install of a set of 4 tires. Save up to $40 in rebates on the purchase and install of front and rear brake pads. Save up to $40 in rebates on the purchase and install on front and rear brake rotors. And save up to $80 in rebates on the purchase and install on GM shocks and struts. Small town friendly, big town deals. Smith Motors, your certified Chevy and GMC dealership in Wahpeton. Visit them online at smithmotors.com.
Ever notice how every other ad seems to be an insurance company promising to save you money?
What is with these insurance companies?
Hi, this is Matt.
And this is Amanda.
And we're your local State Farm agents.
We're here to debunk all the insurance junk.
What do you really need to know?
What is a fair and competitive price?
Let us make sure you are getting the best bang for your insurance dollar.
And find out why State Farm has been around for over 100 years and remains #1 today.
Ready to gain an edge in your career? Titan Machinery's Service Technician Apprenticeship Program is designed for anyone wishing to become a diesel mechanic, working on Case IH equipment through full-time, on-the-job training. Enjoy a hands-on work experience. Learn from factory-trained service experts and apply your knowledge from school directly to your work with this unique program opportunity. Become a Titan in the industry and grow with a dealership that invests in you at Titan Machinery Wahpeton, your local Case IH dealer. Visit titanmachinery.com/careers to learn more.
When it was clear that my dad could not live on his own, I was worried. He was still independent, but he needed assistance. I didn't know I had any options. Then I brought up my concerns to my wife.
Well, and I had heard so many good things about Twin Town Villa, so I suggested we stop out and take a tour.
The minute we walked through the door and met the staff, I knew this was the perfect option for Dad. Dad's Twin Town Villa apartment is clean and spacious, plenty of room for my active dad to move around.
Twin Town Villa was and is our best option. It'll be yours too. Call or stop in for a tour today.
At American Family Insurance, protecting farms and ranches is at the heart of what they do. They understand the hard work that goes into building and sustaining your business, and that's why they offer customizable policies that protect everything you've worked for. Let's build the policy your farm deserves. Contact Shannon Miller at Miller & Associates today at 218-643-3665 or stop by their office at 1329 Highway 75 North in Breckenridge. Good luck to the Breckenridge Cowboys in tonight's game from Miller & Associates American Family Insurance.
Little bit rainy out, a little bit cold out tonight at Hannah Field, but both teams ready to go. Pop some pads here. It's playoff football, baby. Wahpeton and Valley City, a little rivalry over the past few years. Should be fun.
Past few years, going back to my high school, it was always Valley City. If it wasn't Breck, it was Valley City, whether it be football, baseball, basketball. We're so close to them, just like Fargo, the kids. And I'm sure it's just as good of a rivalry as it was for me as it is for the kids tonight. So Valley City, here we go. Friday Night Lights, it's playoff football time.
Kickoff presented by NDSCS, the science of learning by doing. Looks like it's going to be Michael Peterson doing the kickoff duties. Kick is away. It's going to be fielded at about the 25 of the Highliners. I believe that's McLaughlin. He's going to make a couple people miss. He's got some blockers. They're going to push him forward to the 40, and he found something out of nothing there. Good return for Valley City by number 24. That was actually Corbin Powell.
All right, good job by Corbin there, just kind of following his blockers and getting a decent return for the Highliners.
And we're going to do our best with the rosters tonight, folks. We got them taped in front of us. This window does not open in the press box, so it's time to be crafty at KBMW, and we will get you the numbers as they come. So we will have 1st and 10 here from the Highliners 40. Out of the shotgun, 2 wide receivers high, 1 on the near side. Handoff. It is McLaughlin this time. Breaks a shoestring tackle. He's going to pick up about 7 on the first offensive play of the ball game.
Nice little run there by McLaughlin, and just looking for a little bit of room and found it right up the middle. Followed his blockers. Nice little gain. About 3 yards for the first down now.
And he had 100+ in the first meeting between these two teams, so they're going to want to bottle him up there. Kind of diving at his legs isn't going to work.
Yeah, they got to get up front, plug some holes in, and get some tackles for losses here.
Same set. We got 2 wide receivers high. They're staggered. 1 man down low. It's Derek Shape in motion left to right. He jets up the field in the slot. Heck throws to the left side. It is complete for a first down and then some right in front of the Huskies sideline. That was Corbin Powell. So the Highliners, they move the chains. Nice little out route there by Corbin Powell, who I believe is a running back, so he's showing his route running chops there.
Yeah, nice little play there. Nice little scheme up with a little bit of motion there for the Highliners. And, yeah, they're moving the ball here early in the first.
Into Huskies territory at about the 42-yard line. Shotgun snap, handoff McLaughlin. Doesn't get touched for 5 yards. Shakes an arm tackle, and he's going to be mighty close to the first down again, and Valley City has this thing working early on.
Man, that looked like, he just followed his blockers like we said again, but Huskies looking like they're, arm tackling him, and I don't think that's going to be good for the Huskies. You got to go for his legs and stuff. Just bouncing off those arm tackles, and just like that, another first down for the Highliners, and they're cooking here.
So mixing it up, and they're working out of the shotgun too. Man, we see that a lot here in North Dakota Class 2A, exclusively shotgun. They're going to do it again. Shape all alone on the right side. Watch him. 2 wide receivers staggered on the high side. Looks like McLaughlin again in the right pocket. Shotgun, play action. Rolling out his Heck. He's going to throw it over Shape's direction. He slips on this wet grass. Decent coverage there by Jackson DeBreeze and Jack Gilbertson, who's wearing a brace on that left shoulder. But good to see him back in action. 4 interceptions for the freshman safety.
Yeah, it looked like a pretty good coverage there by Gilbertson, and ball was a little low, and luckily the Huskies, the Highliners wide receiver, slipped a little bit there. Like we said, field's a little bit wet here from a little bit of a rain earlier today.
Shotgun again, same exact look, except for they're going to send a man left to right and hand it off to McLaughlin. That works, as the Huskies can't pick it up. Weren't sure that was a handoff, and he's going to pick up about 6 yards.
Good mix of run and pass here for the Highliners early here on their first drive, and it's working for them. They've had a few good pass plays, but looks like they're just going to feed McLaughlin and see what make the Huskies stop them.
And he's still out there. The Huskies might be catching on to this soon because they have not sent any other lookout, and Huskies are really good inside the 20. That's going to be a keeper for Heck, though. Evades the diving tackle, and he gets his jersey pulled and dives for the end zone. Looks like he might have stepped out at the 1. They're going to rule that a touchdown. So McLaughlin, he shakes the jersey tackle, almost pulls his undershirt off his body, but he's able to stay up and reach across the pylon. It is 6-0, Valley City.
Yeah, we thought that one was going to McLaughlin, and he ended up just kind of tucking it and going, and that was a nice play by Bryson Heck, and here we go. We knew what was going to happen here, and here the Huskies are in it, and we'll see if they can tack on the extra point.
So Bryson Heck revenge game here after 2 turnovers. Last time he starts it off with his legs, and they're going to get most likely an illegal procedure, and it is. So that's going to push him back here. And we'll see if they're going to kick the PAT or if they're going to go for 2. That'll back them up 5 yards, so I believe they'll be going from the 7-yard line. They're going to keep the kicking unit out there. It'll be a 25-yard attempt. Kick is up, end over end, and it is good. Valley City strikes first from just outside the Titan Machinery red zone. A big scramble to the right side by Bryson Heck. PAT is good. 7-0 Highliners on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Huskies going to look to answer when we come back on KBMW.
Are you tired of impersonal service and surprise fees from your bank? Time to change that, and fast. Just open your new checking account at Bell Bank, in person or online. It's America's best checking, and we'll work with you to make your switch as smooth as possible. Get started at bell.bank/easy. Already a happy Bell customer? Tell a friend. Once they switch, you'll both get $50. Bell Bank, member FDIC. Bonus will be deposited within 5 business days.
Looks like Bryson Heck is going to handle the kickoff as well. Back deep for the Huskies is Jackson DeVries and Trayton Mauck, and we'll see if they kick it deep here. Boom. Heck's going to squib it, actually, and it is going to be picked up by Braden Steffens. Kind of surprised me there, and I lost him in the camera angle, but a good return up to the 50-yard line from Steffens. Thought he was probably going to just go down with that one, and he's able to pick up almost 20 yards.
Yeah, I lost that one too, but it looked like he did, they did end up kicking that one in the air, but Braden Steffens stepped up and had a little steam behind him and made a couple people miss, and here we go. Nice little field position here for the Huskies to start off their first drive of this game.
So Wahpeton is going to work near midfield here out of the shotgun. 4 wide set. Mauck motions from right to left in the backfield. Handoff goes to Mauck. He's going to try the left side. Nice piece of running there by Trey Mauck. He picks up about 5 yards on his first carry.
Now we'll see what the Huskies scheme is here. And honestly, I think it might be somewhat of the same for Valley City. Get Trayton Mauck going on the ground and then maybe mix in a few quick passes. But good run here for, looks like a gain of about 5 or 6.
We got trips on the high side of your screen now. KBMW News Live YouTube. It's a play action. They're going to throw it out on the flat to Jack Gilbertson, but we have a flag here, folks. And that one came post-snap, but they're going to get him for a false start here.
Interesting. Did not see who maybe jumped on that one, but nonetheless, that's going to put them right back to where they started. About maybe it looks like 2nd down and 9 yards to go here, but nonetheless, false start, and that's kind of not what the Huskies wanted right away. Those pre-snap penalties can really stall a drive.
So they're going to switch trips over to the near side here. Mauck's still on the left side, so heavy on the left side of this offensive formation. Jackson DeVries in motion to the right. They hand it off to Mauck. He's got some room on the right side. He gets the hole, and he's got a big gain. Mauck into Valley City Highlander territory inside the 30. Trey Mauck.
Nice run there by Trayton Mauck, but how about some blocking out there by the Huskies, especially number 52, Carson Van Epps. He got out there and really set a block there, and that's really all that Trayton Mauck needs, Rob.
And he didn't have to bust out the juke package there. Like you said, he had a lot of real estate to run through as the Huskies are going to roll out trips on the near side once again. Lone receiver up on an island on top, Mauck in the right side of the backfield. Shotgun snap, handoff to Mauck, jump cut to the right, back to the left, and just like that, he breaks another tackle, and Mauck is loose on the outside. Touchdown, Huskies!
How about that, Robert? What a play. I thought he was going to get tackled right away, but he can really just slip and make a quick cut, and all of a sudden, that's all that Trayton Mauck needs. And just like that, the Huskies answer back for 6.
Looking for a first down, they get a touchdown, and we got a ball game here. Highliners 7, Huskies 6 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard, and this is going to be a fun one tonight, Maddie.
I think, like you said, this might be 2 teams in a boat and racing.
And Mauck's going to go out and try to kick the PAT here as well. So he walks it off, 15 on the play clock. Snap is off, kick is away, and it is blocked.
Straight up in the air there as it gets blocked as a whole host of Highliners got their hands up, and a little bit of a high snap, but yeah, there's that. That might come back in this game. Just 1 point could be the difference here for the Huskies, and you're right, Rob. I think we're going to have a game on our hands tonight.
So big play there by the special teams unit blocking the PAT, but Trayton Mauck, wow, lightning in a bottle for a big touchdown run after he disappeared into the pile. We'll be right back with the kickoff here on AM 1450, Valley City 7, Wahpeton 6, early on in the first quarter.
Big John's Car Pro, your undercar specialist at 209 4th Street South in Wahpeton, offers free estimates on the repair or replacement of exhaust systems for cars, RVs, and trucks. Big John's also offers complete radiator repair, tires and alignments, specializing in catalytic converters, shocks and struts, and complete brake service from professionals with years of experience. Call 642-5194 to set up your appointment. Big John's Car Pro in Wahpeton.
After that Trayton Mauck touchdown run, the kick is off, and it is botched by Valley City, but picked up, and they will return it out to the 27-yard line. And Valley City gets hit hard there by number 12. I believe that's Rylan Flack on that tackle for the Huskies special team.
Kind of like a line drive kick. It went right through one Highliner's hands and ends up in the bread basket of another's, so it makes a little bit havoc. But nice little defense there by the Huskies to keep that ball before the 30-yard line as Highliners look to capitalize on a scoring drive their first possession.
That was Corbin Powell who had the nice return the first time, so they just kicked a heater at him. Shotgun formation again, two wide receivers near side. Delayed handoff there into the hands of number 23. That's going to be a name we're saying a lot tonight, Caleb McLaughlin. He picks up 4 there. So even when you think you got him under control, it's a positive gain.
Yeah, it's the Huskies had their hands on him right at about the line of scrimmage. But, that was one of his best runs of the night, and that was still almost 5 yards. So Huskies going to need to get some penetration here if they're wanting to stop McLaughlin.
Two wide receivers on the high side. Dieterle lined up at the tight end spot. McLaughlin in the backfield. They're going to feed him again, and he is hit in the backfield, and a couple Huskies going to finish that off. Let's get some numbers for you guys. Initial contact came from number 50. That is Chase Marsh, met by number 62, Luke Anderson. I believe Omar Martinez, number 3, was in there too. Did you see anybody else in on the action?
A whole host of Huskies there, Robert, and here we go. Critical third down in about 2 or 3. We'll see what the play call is, but keep your eye on number 24, and looks like he's at the bottom of our screen, and he's going to be a wide receiver.
Corbin Powell split out wide. One man up top. Derek Shape is the lone man now as Powell goes into motion. He will block for McLaughlin, and McLaughlin is going to get a first down. Trayton Mauck trying to rip the football out. Just unable to get it free, and that's going to be another Valley City Highliners first down.
Yeah, not a bad play design there by the Highliners as, you kind of put your main guy out to the bottom of our screen and see what you can get. But yep, just nice little pickup there for the first down, and that'll do it here for the Highliners. And here we go. Let's see what they got here on their next post.
And they got Derek Shape all alone at wideout in these sets, and this run game is going to open up some opportunities to go deep to him. And they are looking that way, but they're going to go back over the middle, and that one is dropped. I believe that was Derek Shape. So they sent Shape in motion, and they tried to hit him over the middle, but he just can't hang on, and that is a big break there for the Huskies near midfield.
Yeah, nice. Looked like he did have Shape open for a nice little settle down and get about a gain of 7, but it looked like the Huskies defensive backs closed pretty quick, and luckily he dropped that one, and here we go, 2nd and 10. Let's see if the Huskies can get some penetration.
Valley City at their own 43-yard line. They lead 7-6 with 6:24 to go in the first quarter. Heck out of the shotgun. He drops back to pass. Mauck pressure on the outside. Mauck just misses the sack. Heck rolls right. Throws over the top. It's tipped. It's bouncing around. Nearly intercepted by the Huskies, but it falls incomplete. Wow.
That's it. That's a great play, and that's one that gets your heart going up and down here during the play. And honestly, it kind of looked like a little bit of holding on the Highliners, and I do believe the white hat referee here kind of went and said to that lineman, "Hey, saw that one? Maybe we let it. You're gonna have to work that out a little bit." But interesting play, just like that. 3rd down and 10 here for the Highliners. As the Huskies crowd gets up and going here in the stands.
Highliners timeout is presented by Highcamp Construction. Once you know who we are, you won't build any other way. And we have had a fun game so far. We're only halfway through the first quarter. Highliners 7, Huskies 6, Class 2A quarterfinals at the Voice of the Valley. Streaming live on KBMW News Live YouTube.
Take charge of your financial future with a proactive approach from Bremer Bank in Breckenridge. Did you know that Bremer offers more than just traditional banking services? We also offer investment, wealth management, and insurance services for all of your financial needs. Bremer can help you plan for your future and protect what matters most. The professionals at Bremer are ready to help you think ahead. Stop by Bremer today to learn more about our comprehensive financial solutions or call 218-643-8721.
Valley. Big 3rd and 10 here for the home team, the Highliners. Wahpeton Huskies trying to stop them and get the ball back, trailing 6-7, 6:16 to go in the first quarter. Trayton Mauck nearly sacked Bryson Heck on that last play, but he rolled out and narrowly avoided an interception. And here we go, 3rd and 10 from the Highliners, 43-yard line. Heck out of the shotgun, 4 wide. He's going to drop back to pass, looking right. He's going to go that way. He's got a man, and the route is jumped by Jack Gilbertson. He tips it, and Michael Peterson tips it as well. Nearly another interception, but I think he'll take it.
I think we both had the same idea, and as soon as the quarterback there, Bryson Heck, let go of that ball, I think he was regretting it because you could see Huskies all over the ball making a break for it, and I think they're just lucky with that. That wasn't taken back for an interception.
And they're going to go under center here, it looks like. I wonder if they're trying to draw the Huskies offside or if they're going to go for it, and Heck's going to drop back into punt formation.
Yeah, if you're the Huskies defensive lineman, you're just staring at that ball saying, I'm not jumping.
Punt is off. Braden Steffens gets behind it, and he's going to return this thing, catches it at the 15, tries to juke a pair of Highliners, but he is ripped down at the 21-yard line by number 7, Derek Shape, and he's going to be all over the field tonight.
Yeah, it looks like he's already been in on some offense, and a nice little tackle there to keep the Huskies down around their 20-yard line. So we'll see nice little defensive defensive play there for the Huskies. Keep the Highliners off the board and see if they can get a drive going here.
So the Huskies going to work out of the shotgun. Get used to that, folks. We got 2 wide receivers high, tight end on the right side. Mauck, left side of the backfield. Play action, little pop pass here to Jackson DeVries, and it's going to be a good gain, and he gets hit right on the boundary line. He picks up about 8 yards, and spacing was kind of an issue there. Bjorn Kubla passed it from about 2 yards away, but they got a connection. They made it work.
Hey, as long as you say, hey, take this and run for a little bit of gain, just like that, gain about 7. Had me fooled. I thought that was going to Trayton Mauck, but nonetheless, the ball was going forward, and nice little gain there by the Huskies on first down.
And that short passing game can be deadly. That was basically, didn't look like it was going to be anything, and it was almost a first down. They're going to air it out here to Steffens. Beautiful completion from Kubla to Steffens, and that's what I'm talking about, getting that ball out in a millisecond before the defense could even really get their cleats in the ground.
We said that in the pregame there. Quick passes, it might be the perfect thing for this team, and that one floated perfectly in between a couple defenders. Nice little settle down for a nice first down for the Huskies.
So Bjorn Kubla starting to pepper the field here, and if they get him going, Valley City's going to be in trouble. Wahpeton has the ball up to their 45-yard line after a pair of pass plays to start this drive. Out of the shotgun, 3 wide. This is a handoff to Mauck. He's got a lot of room up the middle and takes it into Valley City territory. 6-yard gain down to the Highliner 49. Trayton Mauck, I think he's just getting loose here, taking some time to warm up.
Yeah, nice tackle there by the Valley City's linebacker there, Jameson Mushler. But if he doesn't tackle him, he's going all the way home.
So Bjorn Kubla out of the shotgun. He's got 2 wide receivers on the high side. Hand off to Mauck. Nothing doing there.
Gain of about 2 to 3 yards there for Mauck, but another critical third down. And like you said, I mean, Robert, you're at midfield. Is this 4th down territory, maybe?
I mean, I think it can be, because I think you can pass for short yardage here with the threat of the Mauck run. So if you get, 4th and 1, I think you can go to the pass game, and you can maybe even stretch the field on 4th and 1, break it open. Shotgun formation, 3rd and 1. Mauck on the right side of the backfield, 2 wide receivers near side. And it's going to be a pass across the middle, a slant route, and Steffens catches it going down to 2 knees. What focus from the junior.
Like you said, At this time, you're just guessing if you're Valley City, if it'll be a pass or a run. And perfect, nice little slant route. And Steffens just settles down and makes the reception and gets a chains moving here for the Huskies.
And Wahpeton quickly back to it here. Trips on the near side. Trayton King in the game. He's been involved in the last couple weeks. And it's going to be a handoff to Mauk. He's got running room on the left side. Big hole. And that was created by number 62, Luke Anderson.
I just think you're wrong. It wasn't a big hole, Robert, but he seems to hit every hole no matter the size of it created by his linemen. And it gets shout out to those guys up front, kind of making it a great year here for Trayton Mauk, and he continues to have some success.
Yeah, he's about $165 soaking wet, but man, does that kid run hard, and he is a shapeshifter.
Looks like we got Kubla up at the top of our screen here now.
And they are down to the Highlanders 30. Play action, Kubla. He's got a man over the middle. Oh, boy, and that one is dropped. A diving attempt there by Jackson DeBreeze, and Gilbertson and DeBreeze got a little close together on those routes there and weren't sure who the pass was going to.
Excuse me, I thought it was a quarterback going there on that motion, but I got confused there. But oh my gosh, anyone could have had that catch, and it looked like someone said, "Hey, you got it, I got it," and someone had almost a catch there, and yeah, that was a nice play design. But maybe they can get one going here again.
3rd and 1 from the 30. They take a shot for the red zone on that last play, and now they can be a little bit more conservative and try to pick up the sticks here. Jackson DeBreeze in motion. They hand it off to Mauk. He runs into a blocker, but he's going to get a second effort.
Turning his legs there, Robert.
He doesn't get a very favorable spot, though. They're going to put it at the 30, and I believe the line to gain is the 31. And they're going to say no gain on that play, and we're going to have 4th and 1, a big 4th and 1 here for the Huskies.
That's interesting, Robert, because the referee on the top side looked like he had made it, and the referee on the bottom of the field here kind of made a ruling, said 4th down. Interesting play call.
No measurement.
Highlander stacking the middle box here, and they're coming.
Hand it off to Mauk, and he's going to lunge forward, and they're going to give him no gain again. So kind of an odd sequence on both of those spots. It looked like Mauk was moving forward, but
he looked like he reached his arm out to extend for that first down. Like you said, not a very good view from our side on this field. He was breaking to the top side, but potentially maybe his knee goes down before he reaches that ball out. But nonetheless, another 4th down. And
they marked the football at the 31, which was the line of gain, so that's where Valley City will take over, or their 29, I should say. So Valley City takes over after a big defensive stop. Heck out of the shotgun. Nice spin move there from McLaughlin. He turns a loss into a 3-yard gain.
Yeah, that was going to be about a loss of 3 or 4. Nice little juke move to get out of that. But, yeah, going back to that turnover on down, just interesting. Trayton Mauk, interesting. You go to Trayton Mauk twice. Yes, we know he's Trayton Mauk, but maybe trying to mix in a pass play, maybe a little screen something. But, yeah, here we go. Valley City, like we said after the first 2 drives, Robert, we thought it would be a boat race, but now a couple of defensive stops and interesting play here.
Out of the shotgun once again. Highlanders have 2 wide receivers on the bottom of your screen. KBMW News Live YouTube. They're passing. Heck's got all day. He's going to roll right. He can't find anyone. He's in trouble. He throws it over the top. He has a man, and it's Powell. That is caught around the 40. He takes it down to the 30. They had the same situation as the Huskies there. 2 receivers, 1 spot, but they catch it.
And that time it looked like he said, "Hey, buddy, you're going to catch this one," and he did. And that was quite a nice catch there and quite a flip of a field here for Valley City as they're pushing to get some more points on the board.
So Wahpeton threatening in the red zone, near the red zone on their last drive. They get stopped on 4th down, and now it's Valley City's turn. They have it at Wahpeton's 29. 2 wide receivers on the bottom, 1 up top, low snap. Heck gets it, sticks it in the stomach of McLaughlin, I believe, and he is met after a gain of about, they're going to give him 5 on that one.
Interesting. Didn't look like 5 from up here, but looks like he made a couple people miss, but the Huskies kind of jumped on, but didn't quite look like 5 up here, Rob.
2nd and 5 here for the Highliners. 53 seconds to go in the first quarter. They lead 7-6 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. It's Heck out of the shotgun. He's got 3 wideouts. McLaughlin in his left pocket. Huskies showing blitz. Here comes Trayton Mauck off the left side. He'll try to catch up to McLaughlin, but he'll hit the corner first and pick up a couple more yards.
Yeah, at that point, Robert, it's just kind of luck that Trayton Mauck is coming from one side and the run goes to the other side. Yeah, we'll see. Third down here. Yes, third down at about 2 or 3. See if the Huskies can come up with a stop.
Obviously, 4-down territory here, deep in Huskies territory, and I don't know what they have for field goal kicking. I know Heck kicked the PAT, and that was about a 25-yarder, and that was good, so I'd say it's in play for them. So they are taking their time here, and it looks like we're going to have a timeout presented by Highcamp Construction. We'll see who called this one. We don't get a signal, but nonetheless, we're going to take a quick break. 7-6, the Highliners lead Wahpeton here in this Class 2A quarterfinal. We'll get back to you with some other scores from around the state as soon as we get a break in the action here. AM 1450, KBMW.
Kraus Brothers Construction is a diversified construction aggregate materials, heavy equipment, and trucking company, serving the Red River Valley with locations in Wahpeton, Hankinson, Veblen, South Dakota, and Rolog, Minnesota. Give them a call today at 701-642-4488. Kraus Brothers Construction prides themselves in offering and producing outstanding service and superior products to their customers. Give Kraus Brothers Construction a call today at 701-642-4488.
Mindak Farmers Cooperative is proud to be serving the Red River Valley since 1974. The staff in Mindak Farmers Cooperative would like to acknowledge the hard work and dedication of the agribusiness community. From the fields to the parts stores to the factory, everyone works together to sweeten the local economy, pumping millions into the strength of our schools, communities, and businesses. Thanks to all for helping support the local farmer and our communities. Pure sugar by nature. Mindak Farmers Cooperative in Wahpeton.
All right, we're back. Start of the second quarter. A big 3rd and 2 here for the Highliners in Huskies territory.
Crowd getting loud here.
Little pitch play to McLaughlin. He's got room. He's going to bust up the middle. Rolls over a couple Huskies, and he gets deep into Wahpeton territory inside the 10-yard line.
McLaughlin racking up the yards here already for Valley City, and it's never good when the first point of contact is your safety for the Huskies.
Just lots of running lanes for the Highlanders so far, and Wahpeton has been really good to shore up the run D lately, but tonight they're getting gashed here in the first quarter plus. That's going to bring up 1st and 10 from the 8-yard line. Shotgun snap. It's a pitch to the left side this time to McLaughlin, and the Huskies nearly ripped the ball out there, but he's strong and holds onto it, and that's going to cost the Huskies some yards because they don't wrap him up, and he gets closer to the end zone.
Man, that's just a tough run there. I mean, about 5 different Huskies went for the ball there, Robert, and none could get it out. But like you said, when they go for the ball, that's more of a gain of, 4 or 5 instead of, 2 or 3.
A big drive here for Valley City. They are at about the 5-yard line of Wahpeton. Shotgun formation. No surprise here. Handoff to McLaughlin. He is eaten alive in the backfield. First man in on that one was Isaiah Brushert, coming off a 13-tackle game last week. He blows it up, and the Huskies needed that in a bad way.
They needed that so bad, and nice little play there by a host of Huskies. And it looks like McLaughlin's thought his knee hadn't come down quite yet, and he broke for the end zone. But referee says, yeah, your knee's down. So here we go. 3rd down. Here we go for the Huskies. I'm sure it's 4th down territory, but big play here already.
Ball at the 5-yard line still, 4 wide. Let's see if they get tricky here. Bread and butter has been McLaughlin, and they go that way again. Nope, it's a play action. Fooled me, and it's a touchdown reception at the goal line.
I think, Robert, that Highlanders had everyone fooled on that one. Nice play design. You're feeding McLaughlin, and so everyone's thinking that's where the ball's going. Nice little touchdown there. Is that number 7 there?
It looks like number 20. Let's see here who we got. Number 25, Dylan Hunt, 6'3",
right.
220 tight end. He's a senior. We talked about Dieterle in the pregame, but it's Hunt who makes an impact with a touchdown. PAT is up.
Oh, my.
Dead center. And it is 14-6, Valley City on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. 10 minutes left in the first half at Hannah Field. We'll be right back. The Huskies looking to stay in this one here. Valley City looking pretty good at home here to start the playoffs on AM 1450 KBMW.
Scott's Electric has built their entire reputation on quality workmanship. Their dedication is to you. At Scott's Electric, it's all about customer satisfaction. They cover all the bases. Construction from commercial to industrial, agricultural, residential, and communications. Scott's Electric wrote the book on electric service and repair. They can handle utility placement and street lighting too. Find them at www.scottselectric.net or call 701-642-9244. Scott's Electric, quality workmanship with dedication to customer satisfaction.
Welcome back to Hannah Field. Kind of a strange sequence there on the PAT. What'd you see, Maddie?
Yeah, Jackson DeVries runs right by the kicker there for the Highliners. Looked like he had a chance to maybe block, but he overran a little bit, and they knocked that one through. And, just like that, here we go. It's a 8-point game.
And it's a big kick return here, and this might be 6. It's Jackson DeVries on the outside to the 30, to the 20, to the 10. One man to beat. House call, Jackson DeVries. How about redeeming yourself, young man?
Touchdown, Huskies. How about that, Jackson DeVries? Pat yourself on the back. Now, he just saw every lane that Valley City opened up for him, and good job by blocking by the Huskies special teams. But, that's how you answer a touchdown. He said, you know what? I'll take a touchdown, too. And he runs it back for, I don't know. I don't even want to guess, about 90-some yards there.
That was a deep kick, and he takes it house, and Jackson DeVries misses the block on the PAT, and he just never stops running, goes right into the kick return. And talk about a jolt of energy for these Huskies. They're going to go for 2 here, trailing 14-12. Out of the shotgun, Bjorn Kubla. He's got options here, 3 wide, in motion. It's Jack Gilbertson. Kubla keeps it. He pump fakes. He's going to take it himself, and he high steps into the end zone. He's going to flex at Jackson DeVries, and he's walking like Conor McGregor. He's got reason to. Huskies tie this thing up 14-all.
Great play design there. You got options. You can hand it off. You can, run it, or you can throw it. And nice decision there by DeVries. And he says, you know what? Let's go. Let's get back in on this. And now here we go. 14-all here in the second quarter.
So Bjorn Kubla hangs on to that one and trots into the end zone. Nice job by the receivers, too. They don't give up on their routes. They keep their hands out looking for the ball, and that keeps the defense at bay, and they can't converge on Kubla because at the last second, you've seen that short passing game, shovel pass here, little pop pass there, and he's able to run it in.
The more options that the Huskies can give, the more confusion it might cause for the Highliners and vice versa. And so both teams playing some pretty darn good football here, and this is quite a game. This is a game that everyone watching here on the KBMW News Live YouTube channel wanted to see, and also everyone here in person here in Valley City.
And we had 8 lead changes in Wahpeton's 31-27 lead, and tonight we've had a few already. So game script is about the same, 14-all. We just went under 10 minutes in the first half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Are you having fun yet? Class 2A playoffs, baby. Kickoff is away. Highliners are going to field it at the 15. And a man slips. That's Omar Martinez. A little bit of running room to the right side for number 24, Corbin Powell. And the Huskies converge on him at about the 30. Keep him from busting loose.
Yeah, definitely. Shout out to some of our YouTube comments. You can leave a comment anytime. Let's go Huskies. Lots of people saying that. Chase Dimmer says, are we cooking? And I says, yes, I think we are cooking. A great game so far here in Valley City.
I think instead of wearing number 9, Kubla's just got to go out there with a hoodie on at night like this. It says, let him cook. And he's doing that.
Everything as advertised here tonight. Beautiful night for some playoff action football, and no place I'd rather be.
Shotgun formation trips on the left side. We've seen a lot of action tonight in both the pass and run game. Both teams multifaceted. Hex looking to pass. He steps up in the pocket, being chased from behind and from the side, and he's going to just wisely take a little bit of a gain there. 52 was in pursuit of him. That's Carson Van Epps, a 6', 160 senior. And Luke Anderson was bearing down on him, too. And you don't want him to land on you. Luke Anderson, 6'1", 225, pretty stout.
Yeah, definitely. And like you said, lots of time here for the Highliners to throw. Lots of time for Bryson Heck to throw. But good coverages here by the Huskies defense. Nothing going, and just got to get out of bounds for a gain of 3.
So shotgun set again, and that's been the MO for both teams tonight. Low snap, Heck grabs it, handoff, big gain up the middle. Rumbling, stumbling for a first down. I'll get the number, but that's McLaughlin once again.
I mean, who else but McLaughlin? They've been saying, he's been like, get on my back, and just like that, like you said, you hit a linebacker and he's going backwards, and then the safety has to try to make a tackle. Like you said, never good news that your guys in the back end of your defense are the first points of contact. And good mix here. Let's see if the Highlanders can maybe get their passing game going a little bit and connect on some bigger plays.
Corbin Powell has moved out to wide receiver here. We've already seen him with a big catch. He's near side on your screen. Dropping back is Heck. He's going to air it out deep down the field. He's got a man. Beautiful route. But stepping in front of the route for the interception, who else other than Jackson DeVries?
What a play there by Jackson DeVries. Like I just said, let's get the passing game, a deep passing game going for the Highlanders. Jackson DeVries says, not on my watch. And he says, that's my ball. I'll take that. Jumps right in front of the wide receiver. And, those are the kind of plays that are going to set apart a team. And from this level to the quarterfinals, semifinals, that is a play that the Huskies are going to need to keep making on in these games, especially if you want to win these games, especially, the turnover battle. And here we go, Huskies. They take over here on 1st and 10.
Big response on the road, and the Huskies come out with trips right away on the right side. Shotgun snap, they're going to hand it off to Mauk. He breaks one tackle, won't get away from the second tackle, and that was number 54 of the Highliners, Trey McPartland. And going back to that pick, Maddie, it was a little bit underthrown. He did have a guy. It was a great route ran, but you got to give credit to Jackson DeVries. When you get beat down the field like that, you're just focused on your wide receiver. You get a pass interference. He snapped his head around, played the ball, and that's what playmakers do.
For sure. Good play there, and hopefully he can make a play here on offense. And, on that one, just a little bit of not even a gain here for the Huskies. See if they can get one here.
Play action to Mauk. Quick out to Gilbertson. He's got a little bit of running room in front of him, but he runs right into the Highliners. I think the Highliner defender was kind of blocked by a Wahpeton player, and Gilbertson just ran right into him. Didn't see him.
Yeah, that's a kind of product of being too fast. Maybe sometimes is that you get the ball and he had it at a good angle and just ready to turn it upfield, and then all of a sudden his block is right in front of him. And honestly, maybe a good play there by the Highliners, maybe kind of blocking him Husky into a Husky and making a good play. 3rd down. Here we go.
3rd and 10. Huskies trying to turn that interception into something. Play action. Kubla spins, rolling right, looking downfield. He has a man. It's complete. And we got some extra yards on this one. Jack Gilbertson.
Yards after the catch. How about that?
Into Highliner territory, Jack Gilbertson. He does get slammed on that shoulder, though. He's a little ginger to get up. Goes right back out to the field, though. That's a good sign because he is a difference maker in this game. Keep an eye on him, though. He got slammed pretty hard there. Borderline call there. They followed through the tackle all the way to the track here, the blue track that we see.
But it looked like a couple of the Huskies were kind of talking to the referee saying, hey, that's a little bit of an extracurricular activity and not the good kind.
So shotgun formation, fresh set of downs here. Handoff to Mauk on the left side. He's got running room. Mauk through the hole. Nobody's going to catch him. Trayton Mauk with a touchdown. It's like Talladega out there, baby. Let's go, Huskies.
Great there. I mean, you use Trayton Mauk's speed, which he has plenty of it, finds a hole and gets the defense moving side to side, and that's when the Huskies are doing most of their damage is when they can have Trayton Mauk beat defense to the outside, finds a lane, boom, touchdown, and here we go, Huskies up.
Huskies got every facet of this offense working. They get that rolling with the big Jackson DeVries kick return followed up by the pass game to Jack Gilbertson, setting up the lead here, 2014. 7:30 to go in the first half. Trayton Mauk coming out to kick the PAT. Kick is up, and Mauk squeezes that one inside the left upright. Wahpeton 21, Valley City 14. That's 14 unanswered for the Huskies. How about a response from the Dogs tonight?
Absolutely great response from the Huskies, and now, almost a couple minutes ago, it was like, how are the Huskies going to answer? And now all of a sudden, it's Highliners are going to need an answer. Some great past few minutes from the Huskies, not only defensively, but flipping that field off that interception. Some great play there by Jackson DeVries.
So Trayton Mauk, he finds the end zone from just inside Highliners territory. A big run to the left side, and like he's done so many times, instead of trying to bounce it out, as soon as he saw a straight north
turn it
to the end
upfield,
zone,
Rob.
turn that thing upfield, and leave everybody in your dust. Trayton Mauk with another touchdown for this Huskies squad.
Some here, Rob, maybe some scores from around the section here. Grand Forks Red River with the game in hand against Bismarck St. Mary's. 8 minutes left in the third. They're up 41-6. West Fargo Horace have extended their lead by 7. They're leading Jamestown right now 14-0 with a minute left in the third. Minot North taking on Devil's Lake 6-0 over there with 8 minutes left in the second. And like here, Wahpeton Huskies leading 21-14 in the second quarter.
So the Huskies, they continue to put up big points. They kick it away to the Highliners here. That's going to bounce at the 20 and a nice snag there, one-handed at the 10. I believe that's Derek Shape. And he's doing a little shifting, and he takes it out to the 40, and that was a touchdown-saving tackle there by number 28, Michael Peterson. And the Huskies are saying, thank you, Mike.
Yeah, thanks, Mike, for reaching for those legs, because if not, we are potentially a point attempt away from a tie game here. And nice little play there nice return by the Highliners, and see, like you said, getting that ball back in McLaughlin's, getting the ball to him. So maybe set up and maybe just run the ball these first times, get that interception out of there behind them for the Highliners.
McLaughlin right side. They're going to fake a pitch to him and throw it over the middle to Powell. Wahpeton with a good look at breaking that one up, but Powell hangs onto it. He does kind of a scorpion at the end of that one on his helmet, but
Great catch there. I mean, you had about 3 or 4 Huskies around, each of them trying to go for the ball, but nice little haul in, and holding on to the ball was the key there. And nice catch there by Corbin Powell.
And he didn't have that thing pinned against his body. He reached out and had it in his hands, and he was just able to use his grip strength to keep the Huskies away from it. So that takes it down to the Huskies 40, we'll call it the 43-yard line. Shotgun formation. Powell again, he's lined up at tight end. He goes in motion. He's going to lead block for McLaughlin, but McLaughlin is hit at the line of scrimmage, and he's going to gain maybe a yard there. Coming up from the bottom of that pile, we got Luke Anderson, number 62, Evan Doctor, number 16, first time we've said his name tonight, and Omar Martinez. You couldn't see him beneath all those big linemen, but he's in there.
Now, that was a good tackle play by the Huskies. I want to go back to that nice catch there by Corbin Powell. I think it takes something from a coaching staff to say, hey, I know you just, to Bryson Heck, hey, I know you just threw an interception. Let's keep going to the pass. We believe in you. And that was a nice gain and nice play by the Huskies on that last play. But here we go, 2nd and 10, and Highlanders are in Husky territory.
Man in motion, it's Derek Shape. Keep an eye on him right side. Heck looks off his receivers on the left. He'll roll that direction to the right.
Nobody
open
there,
he's going to throw it out of bounds.
Absolutely nothing open. Great defense there by the Huskies. He went through his progressions on that one, and absolutely, like I said, no one was open, and that's tough. Nice, good play there to just throw that ball away and say, hey, let's go to the 3rd down here.
And not super common for all high school QBs to go through all their reads, but like you said, he did there, and the Huskies, they just stayed put. So we have 3rd and 10 from the Huskies 43. 5:54 to go in the first half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Bryson Heck trying to orchestrate some magic here at home. Snap is in the ground. Heck picks it up. He pump fakes. He's going to throw it over the middle. They got a screen set up. We got some linemen way downfield on that play, but it doesn't matter anyways because Wahpeton sniffs it out.
What a play there by Evan Doctor, Robert. Absolutely, like you said, they were going for the screen on that one, and there was only one person who was going to sniff it out, and Evan Doctor made a great tackle, slipped through all of the blockers, and here we go, 4th down here. We'll see if it looks like Highliners.
4th and about 7.
Looking to punt potentially. Looks like they're under center here.
They're going to try to draw him off sides and then drop back into the punt formation. So big stop for the Huskies here. And Heck does punt it away. End over end, rolling towards the Huskies' end zone. Shape's going to try to down it. Shape is not going to get there. Shape taps it at the goal line, but his feet are on the chalk. Huge break for the Huskies.
That could have been a long field there for the Huskies, but if it would have had just a little bit of checkup on it, I mean, I think the Highlanders down that at about the yard line, and Huskies had a full field, but luckily it takes a little bit of a Huskies bounce, and they're going to take over here at their own 20-yard line.
Thank you to everyone tuning in on KBMW News Live YouTube. I'm playing Twister up here trying to get the camera ran for you guys. So thank you for joining our broadcast. Trips on the right side, handoff to Trayton Mauck. Lots of running room up the middle. Here goes Trey. He cuts it to the right side. Can he do it again? Trayton Mauck off to the races. Checkered flag. See you later. And this is going to be a Trayton Mauck legacy game, isn't it?
This is something. I mean, the holes that are being opened up by the guys up front, like we said before, Trayton Mauck, an amazing player. I want everyone to know that he is next level player for the Huskies here. But those guys up front making those holes for him, making it easy for him to stream into the end zone there for an amazing touchdown. And you know what? This team, they're looking pretty sharp right now. Maybe started off a little bit slow, but they found their stride here in the second quarter, and now are up by almost 2 scores.
That was an 80-yard touchdown run by Trayton Mauck, and I don't think they even got a hand on him. Good job by the offensive line. Mauck's PAT is up. It's a line drive. It's good. Wahpeton 28, Valley City 14. The Huskies putting up crooked numbers to start the playoffs on AM 1450 KBMW. We'll be right back. There's 4:52 left in the second quarter at Hannah Field.
At Sienna Court, it's about hospitality, compassion, and people who care. But don't take my word for it. Listen to Herb, a Sienna Court resident.
I like it very much. Why not? They take care of all my needs. I'm leading a good life up there. No, they're all great. I have it. They all do everything they can for you. Special people downstairs too, St. Catherine's. They even ask you things that you're doing for yourself. They can do that for you. That's the way they are. No, they're very good people. All of them.
Living the good life with hospitality, compassion, and people who care. That's what Sienna Court is all about.
All right, back in the saddle again from Hannah Field. Trayton Mauck rips off an 80-yard touchdown run, puts Wahpeton up 28-14 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. This was a 14-7 game, 21 unanswered from the dog pound. What do you think, Maddie?
Yeah, I mean, just a good answering game from the Huskies as they kick it off here to the Highliners.
That one is bobbled at the 30, and the Highliners are going to go down, and that's where they're going to go down. So another big break for the Huskies there.
But yeah, like I said, this game was pretty. It is still close, but each team was playing some good defense, and then all of a sudden a couple huge chunk plays, an interception from the Huskies, and just Trayton Mauck doing Trayton Mauck things. And here we are. They're up by a couple scores, and they are back on defense, which they have been confident all night. They've been covering the Valley City receivers, nothing too big downfield. And I think head coach Wade Gilbertson has got to be awfully proud of how the defense is playing tonight.
28 points was my magic number for a Huskies victory. They've got it here halfway through the second quarter. Snap to Heck. He's looking towards the press box. Pump fakes. Can't find a man. Everybody's covered like a blanket, and Heck's in trouble. He finds Derek Shape on the sideline. Nice job by Shape coming back, helping his quarterback out, and that's going to be a first down. 12-yard completion.
Yeah, nice play there. Like you said, everyone is covered, and it takes about 10 seconds for anyone to even get open here.
What do they say? Wide receivers work back towards the ball when your quarterback leaves the pocket, and that's exactly what Shape did there. And the Huskies, you got to be happy with what you've done. You tripped up his potential kick return touchdown, and you're making him run about 100 yards to get a 10-yard reception.
Yeah, and it looks like they're going to call that one a first down as well. A nice little play there by Bryson Heck.
Shotgun trips high. One wide receiver down low. It's McLaughlin. And Heck's going to fake the pass and run it up the middle himself, and he slides late there, and he gets popped by Omar Martinez, and Omar Martinez gets the better half of that hit. Martinez checking in at 5'4", 115. Heck checking in at 6'3", 170, but sometimes it's about momentum.
That's right, and he had some good momentum. Yeah, a little bit of a late slide there by Heck, so you kind of worry about being hit maybe, but both guys get up, and that's good news.
So Valley City, couple nice plays to start this drive, 2nd and 1, and Heck has been good as a runner, but only 2 attempts today, so we'll see if they draw some stuff up for him as a dual threat QB. It's Doctor off the edge blitzing. He overplays it. They hand it off to McLaughlin, and he's going to get a 5-yard gain. And the blitz game hasn't been able to hit home tonight.
No, it hasn't. I don't even want to say it's wrong, but maybe just a little bit unlucky with them calling a halfback dive and guys coming off from the sides. So I mean, you got to keep that blitz kind of up and going. So I'd like to see don't get too sad about that. Just keep it up and keep Valley City guessing here.
And Martinez is going to have a chance to blitz off the edge here. And it's going to be Doctor off the edge. And once again, they just hand it to McLaughlin, and he goes up the middle. And he's still on his feet. So when you think McLaughlin's down, he's bouncing around like a pinball 9 yards.
Yeah, just like that. I think the key for the Highliners here is, keep feeding McLaughlin and mix in a pass, even though it's been tough sledding here for the Highliners in the pass game. But keep feeding it to McLaughlin where, you have a little run up the middle that, sometimes it might be just a couple yards. He can turn into a first down.
And the Highliners have a chance here on this drive to get this game down to a one-score game. There's 2:35 to go in the first half. In motion, it's Powell. Play action. Nice move by Heck. Hurdles a would-be sack, and he is driven into the ground eventually by Trayton Mauk. So some good navigation back there. He hurdles a sack, jukes a guy, but Trayton Mauk, you're not going to get past him.
No, you sure aren't. And nice little sportsmanship right there by Luke Anderson, checking on Brady Heck, see if he's shaking up a little bit. But, yeah, it looks like he took a little bit of a hit there, and see if he's getting the play here.
He's down kind of sucking wind there. Maybe got the wind knocked out of him, maybe?
I think so. He's maybe wobbling a little bit, but.
Maybe his back. He's kind of arching his back, but they're going to leave him out there.
Yeah,
it didn't look like a hit to the head, but he got driven into the ground pretty hard.
Yeah, it looked a little weird with him reacting, but he'll go on here and see if the Highlanders can get something going here.
And they're going to blow that one dead, so that's going to be a pre-snap penalty on, I'm assuming, the Highliners, but we'll await word here from the officials. It is going to be a false start on the Highliners, and that'll push them back, and you just can't have those when you're trailing by 2 scores here late in the first half.
For sure, especially not on second down, looking to get a little bit of a chunk, and now, Wahpeton can kind of play that game where, kind of keep them in front, keep the Highlanders in front of them and just rally and make a tackle, and now it's going to have to get a little bit creative here for Valley City, trying to get a chunk here back on second down.
I would like to see the Huskies stay aggressive. We've seen what happens with the Vikings playing that kind of prevent defense. The best defense is to be aggressive, and we'll see what they do here. And they're showing blitz up the middle and off the left side edge. Both men come, and here come up the middle. It's Landon Ralph. A hand on the quarterback from number 52.
He's not down.
And he is down. They're going to call him down. That's a sack. Was that 52 or was that 62? That's got to be Luke Anderson in there. And really iffy play there. It looked like it might have been a face mask, but you could see Anderson had a fistful of jersey and just hung on and ripped down Heck. Big sack for Luke Anderson. A lot going on there, folks.
Wow,
Sorry.
Okay, yeah, a lot happened on that play. I think, head coach for the Highliners, Travis Angen, I think was looking for some sort of a penalty on that play, kind of screaming at the official there. But personally, when I saw it, it didn't look like his knee went down at all, and so I thought they would keep the play going, and that's exactly what Bryson Heck thought as well. But they call him dead, so it looks like the referee said, yeah, he was down. But I think the main thing for the Valley City was that they were looking for a penalty there.
Yeah, that kind of threw a wrench in my call because I'm looking for the number, and Heck bounces out, and he's about 10 yards back, and he's saying, hey, I never went down. But Luke Anderson is going to get the sack, and it's going to be 3rd and a country mile here.
Well, you had 3 Huskies kind of around Heck at that same time, and it kind of looked like, well, someone's going to make the play, but he kind of skirted out of it, and they had a jersey full. But like you said, 3rd and a country mile here, and looks like maybe just getting some sort of field back for the Highliners here.
Trips up high. They got big tight end Dieterle on the left side of the line here. Got to account for him. Watch him go over the middle. And he leaks out. It's not Dieterle. And a good tackle on the sideline by Braden Steffens, and it's going to keep the clock rolling. That was the other tight end who caught a touchdown earlier today, number 25, Dylan Hunt.
Yeah, that was a nice play. Nice play there by
Steffens on the tackle.
Yep, Steffens on the tackle, just kind of saying, I'm going to hang on for dear life, and I'm going to hang on until you fall to the ground. So, yeah, just a little bit of a gain, and they're another timeout here as well, and it looks like they're, going to have to punt here, and with a little bit of time left before halftime. I don't know. Maybe the Huskies have something in store here.
This timeout is presented by High Camp Construction. If we go back to that Luke Anderson sack, Mauk dialed up on the blitz. Doctor dialed up on the blitz. Nobody accounted for Landon Ralph. He came right up the middle, and he's the one who pushed the QB into Anderson. So Landon Ralph causing chaos on that one. And on that last play there, good job by Braden Steffens hanging on, giving up some size there. But the Huskies playing tough tonight.
Larry Lash tuning in tonight. He's got to say, gotta love a track meet when Mauk and DeVries are on your team. Couldn't agree more there.
And you know what? The Huskies are going to get the ball back here after this punt, and I wouldn't be surprised if they go on the offensive because it only takes one quick play for a touchdown. 57 seconds to go in the first half, 4th and 22. Heck back to punt. He gets it off. Pretty decent punt. It's going to hit the ground at the 10, and it's going to take a Highliner bounce straight up and down, and it is picked up inside the 10. So the Huskies, maybe they won't be so aggressive from inside their own 10.
I was going to say, if the plan was to be aggressive, I think they would have returned that one. But just saying, hey, let's minimize mistakes. Maybe, you never know. Maybe you muff a punt and fumble, and then all of a sudden they pick it up for a touchdown. That's not what you want. So looks like the Huskies are just going to kind of take this one into halftime. And nice first half. Great first half here in Valley City between the Highliners and the Huskies.
And Wahpeton back against their own end zone. They'll work out of the shotgun. Execution is so important here in the final minute, leading 28-14 before half. Hand off to Mauk. He'll try the left side, and he's going to turn this one into a big gain. Trayton Mauk, he's got a touchdown on his mind.
Robert?
He cuts back to the middle, throws a stiff arm, and he's still carrying the Highliners at midfield. Trayton Mauk, it takes a village to get him down into Highliner territory.
Am I crazy that he might be pushing 200 yards already? It is just crazy.
Well,
what he can do.
120 on the last 2 carries.
He is. And it looks like Huskies are going to hurry up. Maybe they want some points here. And someone calls a timeout here.
We get a timeout right in front of the Highliners bench, and Wahpeton is doing everything right on offense tonight. That was not even designed to be a big play. That was just designed to get them away from their own end zone.
Correct.
So, yeah, it's 28-14 here. We are in the final 35 seconds of the first half. Heitkamp Construction timeout. And it's been a good one so far. We're going to take a quick 30, and then we'll come back with the finish of the first half.
Valley Bead Service and Manufacturing in Dwight will be open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week during the main campaign. Count on Valley Bead Service to keep things running smooth with an extensive supply of parts on hand for all brands of harvesters and quick turnaround time for on-site repairs. Valley Bead Service and Manufacturing has a service truck and is ready to get you back to work with experience and 24-hour in-field service. Valley Bead Service and Manufacturing is the name you can trust for this year's harvest. Call Tony at 642-1181.
Scoreboard glitching a little bit on the YouTube because it can't keep up with this Huskies offense. And there's 35 seconds left. Huskies have the football in Valley City territory.
Here they go. Let's see if they can get some points again.
Gilbertson in motion right to left. Shotgun snap, and they are going to pass. Kubla rolls to his right, evades a sack, throws it over the middle. What a beautiful ball. Just a bit high for DeVries, but good placement away from the defense. And DeVries drops that one, and it's 28-14, 28 seconds to go in the half.
So 28 seconds, you realistically, you want to get a first down here and maybe aim for the sideline like they did in that kind of setup for maybe some points. Here's the thing. Here's the question. Where's the field goal line right now for the Huskies?
I don't think Trayton Mauk's kicking field goals, but, is there anything he can't do? I wouldn't rule it out.
You might as well try, right?
Kubla working out of the shotgun, trips on the right side. Quick out here to Jack Gilbertson. He's got to get out of bounds. He's trying to. And he will get out of bounds, runs right into the Highliners sideline, and that gets Wahpeton inside the 40 with 22 seconds to go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 3.
3 yards about? Here's the thing. If I'm the Huskies, and I know we've talked about it, stay aggressive. This is 4-down territory, right? The only chance is to go for it and get some points, so we'll see what the play call is here for the Huskies.
Out of the shotgun. 2 running backs in the backfield here. It's going to be a handoff to Mauk. He's got to avoid some tackles to the left side. He does. Cuts it up the middle. Mauk on his feet. Stiff arm. Get off me. Down the left sideline. Lays the boom. Mauk tackled out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Oh, my goodness. A flag at the end of the play. And if that's on the Highliners, Wahpeton's going to be knocking on the door. We got to hold our breaths here.
I don't know what else to say here more about Trayton Mauk. And, again, to comment on the end of that play, it kind of looked like a Highliners player, not sure on the number, kind of maybe picked Trayton Mauck up and slammed him into the turf. We'll see what the call is here.
Personal foul on the defense, unnecessary roughness. They didn't like getting a face full of stiff arm from Trayton Mauck, and they're going to tack a couple extra onto this one. My goodness, Trayton Mauck.
On that play, it looked like he was going to run in, someone was going to tackle him, and as soon as he hit that person was on the ground, and so all of a sudden, he's got daylights, and at that time, you're just trying to make an aggressive tackle, I think, by the Highlanders. Nothing was meant behind that, but you make a tackle, and his momentum is taking him, and all of a sudden you kind of drive him in, and, that's going to cost you, and here, Huskies knocking on the door, and just like we said, and here as they got another high camp construction timeout here, but,
10 seconds to go in the
I don't know
half.
what to say. Wow.
He looked like he was going to be tackled after about 20 yards, and then he just popped out of the pile. He threw one of the meanest stiff arms I've seen this season, and then I thought, all right, he's going to get out of bounds and stop the clock, and he said, I got some more of that for you.
Well, like you said, he threw the stiff arm, and then he almost hit-sticked a kid for the Highliners, and all of a sudden, Trayton Mauck was still standing up, and that person was on the ground, and then all of a sudden, Highliners just said, I got to make some sort of a tackle. And unfortunately, they get penalized for a personal foul, and now Huskies are one play away from really kind of putting this one not quite out of hand, but really some good momentum going into halftime.
So Trayton Mauck flanked in the huddle here as they come out of the timeout by his trusty linemen Landon Ralph and Luke Anderson, and we'll see if they can pave the way for Mauck to hit pay dirt here. 10 seconds to go in the first half.
We'll see. Robert's going to be pretty busy counting up the rush yards for Trayton Mauck for this half.
Man. Mauck in the right side of the backfield. Trips on the left side of your screen. Hand off to Mauck. Up the middle. Barrel roll into the end zone. Big play Trey with another touchdown, and Wahpeton has blown this open on Valley City.
Who else there, Robert? You may think of some things, but who else are you going to go to in that situation?
Who are you going to call? Trayton Mauck. That was very nice. They schemed that one up. They had 3 wide receivers on the left side, pull some attention off Mauck, and he goes to the right side. Little somersault into the end zone. 34-14. Mauck trying to tack it on here. This was a 14-7 game at one point. So Mauck back to kick the PAT. Kick is up. Kick is no good. So 34-14 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. 6 seconds to go, and the Huskies showing they are a contender in the Class 2A state picture here at Valley City. Quick break, and we'll be back with the finish of your first half here at Hannah Field.
Ever buy something and open the box to find 1,000 pieces ready to assemble? Time-consuming and frustrating. That's why Bear Build Woodworks and Builders First Source offer gorgeous, hassle-free finishes for their doors and millwork. No mess and not stress. With over 30 stain options and 40 paint colors, Bear Build Woodworks pre-finish is the perfect choice for quality that stands the test of time. Get it finished with Bear Built Woodworks and Builders First Source in Wahpeton.
With his third rushing touchdown of the first half gives Wahpeton a 34-14 lead. We don't have stats up here because we got to turn the lights off in the press box since our window won't open. But we do have video for you and a tremendous night of high school football, and he's got to be pushing 200 yards in the first half alone. Short kick fielded by the Highlanders at their 30. A little bit of room to run up the middle, and oh boy, Corbin Powell almost turns that one into a touchdown. But a touchdown-saving tackle again by Michael Peterson.
He's the guy. If you want to save a kick return or a punt return, you just send Michael out there and he'll get that last tackle for you. But, something to say about this first half. What can you say except for some domination by the Huskies, and who else? Trayton Mauck.
And the Huskies are going to get a huge ovation here as they head to the locker room, up by 20. What a response. We're going to take a quick break and come back with your Red River Grain halftime show. I'm Robert Wannick. He's Madison Nelson Gira. Playoff football is here at the Voice of the Valley.
Ever buy something and open the box to find 1,000 pieces ready to assemble? Time-consuming and frustrating. That's why Bear Build Woodworks and Builders First Source offer gorgeous, hassle-free finishes for their doors and millwork. No mess and not stress. With over 30 stain options and 40 paint colors, Bear Build Woodworks pre-finish is the perfect choice for quality that stands the test of time. Get it finished with Bear Built Woodworks and Builders First Source in Wahpeton.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wahpeton, representing Auto Owners Insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wahpeton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Your daughter has the flu. Your son breaks his arm. You need quality medical care you can count on. CHI St. Francis Primary Care Walk-In Clinic. Quality family care. Go to the Primary Care Walk-In Clinic at CHI St. Francis, where there is no appointment necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 7:30 and 9 to 5 on the weekend. Quality care close to home. You get the finest care for home injuries, common illnesses, and emergency service. Virtual visit available. Call 643-0747. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
What can you do in 30 seconds? Warm up your coffee, tie your shoes, Google, should I get screened for lung cancer? Then actually get screened for lung cancer. If you're a current or former smoker, talk with an Essentia Health provider about your eligibility for a low-dose CT screening, because early-stage lung cancer often has no signs or symptoms. Screening can mean an increased chance of successful treatment. Learn more at essentiahealth.org.
Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley.
Hi, this is Wade from Breckenridge Cenex. Now is a great time to start thinking about protecting your recreational vehicles and equipment. Stock up on Splash RV Antifreeze at any one of our 4 locations, and we would like to thank you for your continued patronage.
Farmers Union Oil. Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heitkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heitkamp Construction in Wahpeton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948. Buying a new home is an exciting experience, but it can be a stressful one too. Miller Realty can help relieve some of that stress with a simple formula of integrity, trust, and most importantly, experience. Their talented team is made up of Guy, Shelly, Jared, Lisa, Melissa, and Stephanie. They've put in the years helping people buy and sell their homes, and they understand this market. Miller Realty is a trusted legacy business in the Twin Towns. Put their knowledge and experience to work for you. Miller Realty in Breckenridge, a lasting tradition of experience, knowledge, integrity, and trust. Find them online at GuyMillerRealty.com.
Minn Kota Egg Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Barney, Kent, Wyndmere, Wahpeton, and Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
Welcome back to Hannah Field for your Minn Kota Egg Products halftime show. Minn Kota Egg Products, your #1 grain marketing and production agriculture supply company. Wahpeton 34-14 over Valley City. The 14-7 Highliners lead is a distant memory. I'm Robert Wannick, joined right now by David Woods, activities director at Wahpeton. How you doing down there? You staying warm?
I am staying warm. It is a chilly one out there, but if you're prepared, I think you'll do well. You know, Treyton Malk's warming a lot of things up right now, so that works.
3 first-half touchdowns for Treyton Malk. He has went over 200 yards. We don't have official stats up here, but considering he went 80, 50, and 40 on 3 different carries, he's north of 200, and it's a legacy game. I said 305 touchdowns before the game. I'm not too far off, I guess. But we brought David in at halftime here to talk about his initiative this week, just kind of getting the rivalry stoked. And you don't usually see an AD come out with like a profile picture, beat Valley. But here's the thing. It's all in good fun, and there's a purpose behind it. How important is it to embrace the rivalry in high school sports?
Well, a lot of things that we're doing right now is data-driven. It seems like it's not just flippant. You know, some people might think so, but we know at Wahpeton, the admin who got together, we said, you know, rivalries and things like that, they provide buy-in. And when you provide buy-in to kids, they want to do things for the school. And so, you know, it's one of those things where you look at, you know, I'm a nerd, so I look at theory. So when you look at the sense of community theory, us versus them is so important. So I know a lot of people in Valley City. They're good people. I actually love Valley City. And, you know, I talked to the AD, and I'm like, hey, I'm thinking about doing this. He's like, hey, whatever works, whatever you want to do. And that's where we're at right now.
Competition is so healthy, and sportsmanship is so healthy too, and I think an initiative like this shows how the two can coexist. And high school sports is a big thing for these kids, and to just show up with a statement, beat Valley, and have everybody rally around it, it's showing out there on the field tonight. What else are we going to see this year as far as student morale, maybe like for lack of better words, like pep rally style stuff? Do you got anything else on your brain that you're going to try to get out there?
Yeah, so Principal and I, Superintendent Kaiser, Principal Hocker, we have planned a lot of things this year. We wanted to be forward thinking with it. So first thing up was the wagon parade with homecoming. I think that went extremely well. We got the middle school and we got the elementary involved in it. So we get like older kids throwing out candy to younger kids. Who can lose when you do things like that? I think we got like 4 or 5 more pep rallies there. Every time we make state, we changed up what we do, and we do a clap out. So all the schools line the main hallway in Wahpeton High School, and they walk down. The names are announced. The school song is playing, and it's a wonderful event. It's a wonderful time, you know, because we want people to come to school, enjoy coming to school, enjoy being a Husky, and then when they look back, they're like, you know, I had a really good experience. I loved high school, I loved college, I loved elementary, and I really want that for these children.
So David Woods doing big things at Wahpeton High School. He's the activities director. I tried to get Mike McCall, the former activities director, on in the pregame. He texted me and said, I told you that I am not going to the Valley City game. I said, reading's not my strong suit. So we weren't able to get him on. We just got an update from Daily News sports editor David Topoleski. He's got Malk for 14 carries, 271 yards.
Unreal.
Oh, my goodness. And
Unreal.
David, his Detroit Lions are doing pretty good. He's got a friend in Harry Bear Kitten Johnson, the only other Detroit Lions fan I know from Breckenridge, Wahpeton. Also, David, great writer for Daily News. Go check out his stories right now at WahpetonDailyNews.com. What are you looking forward to in the second half here, David Woods?
I'm looking for more of the same. I'm looking for a show, you know. Bjorn, like I said before in previous weeks, Bjorn is Bjorn and Trayton is Trayton. Luke Anderson is Luke Anderson. Owen Scovold's Owen Scovold. I'm looking for the boys to bring it. I'm looking to be back next week. I'm looking for the crowd to come out again. I don't know who we have. It most likely will be Red River. But, hey, we're going to put up a fight, and we're going to bring the show to them.
And Wahpeton was in a tight 8-lead change game against these guys last time, so it'll be interesting to see how they handle being up by 20 coming out of the locker room. That'll be a story in itself. That was David Woods, AD at Wahpeton, and as you always say,
go Dogs.
Go Dogs. I'll be back with Madison Nelson Gira on the Minn Kota Egg Products halftime show. Wahpeton 34, Valley City 14, playoff football.
Your daughter has the flu. Your son breaks his arm. You need quality medical care you can count on. CHI St. Francis Primary Care Walk-In Clinic. Quality family care. Go to the Primary Care Walk-In Clinic at CHI St. Francis, where there is no appointment necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 7:30 and 9 to 5 on the weekend. Quality care close to home. You get the finest care for home injuries, common illnesses, and emergency service. Virtual visit available. Call 643-0747. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
What can you do in 30 seconds? Warm up your coffee, tie your shoes, Google, should I get screened for lung cancer? then actually get screened for lung cancer. If you're a current or former smoker, talk with an Essentia Health provider about your eligibility for a low-dose CT screening, because early-stage lung cancer often has no signs or symptoms. Screening can mean an increased chance of successful treatment. Learn more at essentiahealth.org.
Welcome back to Hannah Field. You know the story tonight so far. Trayton Mauck has ran a couple Boston Marathons, and it is 34-14 Huskies, 14 carries, 271 yards. Yes, folks, that is through 2 quarters of play. But Madison Nelson-Gira, he's got some other scores from around the state.
Yeah, before we talk about the halftime of this game, game has gone final over there in Bismarck. Grand Forks Red River is going to win that one 41-13, and potentially the opponent that the Huskies will get next week if they can close this one out. West Fargo Horace versus Jamestown. That happened in Horace in Fargo today. 14-0 the final. Horace will move on. And Minot North is looking to win over Devil's Lake. They're up at half 21-7. And of course here, 34-14, Wahpeton up. Like you said, a game is never done until the clock hits 0 in the fourth quarter. But 14 attempts, rushing attempts, 271 yards for Trayton Mauck, and we forgot to say 3 touchdowns. So,
and as I said, I playfully texted Madison earlier today, 300 yards, 5 touchdowns, Trayton Mauck legacy game. He's 29 yards and 2 touchdowns away from making that fruition manifest itself. What a game for the young man. And when we saw these Huskies play South 35-10, they played Central 35-9, but before that it was 34-28, a loss to undefeated Red River. And then the next 2 weeks they play, I don't mean this in a bad way, but a couple pushovers, on the schedule, and you're like, was that Red River game real? Well, here's your answer. It's playoffs now, and it's 34-14, and they might get a rematch. But let's pump the brakes here. 20 points?
Yes.
If you look at it that way, 20 points is not out of reach. There is 24 minutes left to play.
We've got another half of football here. Teams can come out, a little bit out of halftime better or worse. So I'm not going to keep saying take the Highliners out of this one quite yet. They got a good football team, and they can move the ball and score. We've seen that. The first quarter was like that. But for the Huskies, I want to say that I'm most impressed, I think, with the defense. We laid out in the pregame how important defense, stuffing the holes, making it hard to pass on the Highliners, and that's exactly what they did. We've seen a lot from Valley City and trying to get a pass going. It's been a struggle bus there so far with the Huskies playing some really good back-end defense. So, yeah, we'll see what this second half has to offer. Just an amazing game so far for Trayton Mauck. And like we said off air, we did say off air with Dr. David Woods that Trayton Mauck, it seems as though he's warming up throughout the game. And can you get a little more warm than 271 rush yards and 3 touchdowns? I guess we'll find out.
This is absolutely crazy. But, as we rightfully so talk about Trayton Mauck, there was another young man who contributed to this offense heavily in the first half, Jackson DeBreeze, with a receiving touchdown and a kick return touchdown, which kind of got lost in the Mauck extravaganza, but boy, it was a good one. We were thinking about 80-plus yards up the right side, and he took the perfect trajectory to outrun the defense, and that really kick-started things. He also had an interception.
Yep.
So an interception, a kick return touchdown, a receiving touchdown for Jackson DeBreeze. That is a bona fide massive game for him. And Luke Anderson with a sack in the backfield as well. Those have been the top contributors tonight. And Michael Peterson, 2 touchdown-saving tackles on kick returns when he tripped up Corbin Powell.
Which I'd like to point out that Jackson DeVries, that interception kind of turned things around and kind of really started letting the train roll onto the tracks and get going for the Huskies. And then they scored, this game was once 14-7. And, the Huskies have scored so many unanswered, and that's kind of what started it all. But like you said, say Michael Peterson doesn't make those tackles, we have ourselves maybe a tie game.
So a big first half by the Huskies, everybody stepping up where they need to, and we're getting ready to start the second half here. We'll take a quick 30. This is Class 2A high school football playoffs from Hannah Field in Valley.
Ever notice how every other ad seems to be an insurance company promising to save you money?
What is with these insurance companies?
Hi, this is Matt.
And this is Amanda.
And we're your local State Farm agents.
We're here to debunk all the insurance junk.
What do you really need to know?
What is a fair and competitive price?
Let us make sure you are getting the best bang for your insurance dollar.
And find out why State Farm has been around for over 100 years and remains #1 today.
Ready to gain an edge in your career? Titan Machinery's Service Technician Apprenticeship Program is designed for anyone wishing to become a diesel mechanic, working on Case IH equipment through full-time, on-the-job training. Enjoy a hands-on work experience. Learn from factory-trained service experts and apply your knowledge from school directly to your work with this unique program opportunity. Become a Titan in the industry and grow with a dealership that invests in you at Titan Machinery Wahpeton, your local Case IH dealer. Visit titanmachinery.com/careers to learn more.
No bumper music because we are coming right back. As I turn my mic on, we're coming right back here. And I'd like to thank Madison for designing the scoreboard this week.
Little updated look here for the broadcast. I've seen a few people comment they like it so far. So we appreciate that. And we're just trying to create a great product here at KBMW News Live on YouTube. You might as well hit that subscribe and like button so you can watch every game that is offered here on KBMW.
Kick return bounces to Jackson DeBreeze. It's a nice roller, and he's only going to get to the 20. And I don't know why you turned down that job as graphic designer for Sports Center with Scott Van Pelt, but I'm glad we have you here at KBMW instead tonight.
You know, I got some strict rules, and they didn't meet them. So.
Well, I'm glad that I3G Media could get the ball rolling with you.
All right, here's some things I'd like to see out of the Huskies and Highliners. Huskies, keep it on the ground. Let's keep them guessing, and maybe you mix in a pass. Highliners, you know what? You got to be tough on defense and start to spread the playbook out on offense.
First snap of the game, fake the handoff to Trayton Mauk. Swing out to Jack Gilbertson, and he's going to pick up about 8 yards. And again, the Huskies almost run into each other on those routes, and I'm kind of wondering at this point, is that kind of a pick play?
I mean, it potentially could be. And just as I said, you should run the ball more, cue a pass there by head coach Wade Gilbertson. But you know what? I think it's something also about, really kind of seeing what the playbook has to offer, testing some stuff out. And let's see if the Huskies can, maybe get some more points on the board and really kind of put this one out of reach.
Play action again. Kubla, he's running. Little dump pass here to Jackson DeBreeze. He turns it upfield. That's going to move those chains. And that play is going to be there as long as they want it.
Yeah, that's been a few plays already here for the Huskies, and you know what? If they're going to give it to them, you're going to take it, and it's an easy decision: tuck it and run, or kind of throw and toss it down to your receiver. And they've made the right decision on pretty much every time they've called that play here tonight.
And Kubla not a real threat to run, so I'm kind of surprised they don't just go at him and attack him there. Shotgun snap. Hand off to Mauk. And that time they bottle him up. Gets about 3 yards, and we haven't seen that very often. So a nice play there by the Highliners to bottle up Mauk for a short gain, and that'll bring up second and about 7 from the Huskies' 40-yard line. Keep an eye on Steffens up top on the right side, as they are late to get out on him,
yeah.
And that would have been a good quick snap by Kubla like we saw at South. But he's going to read the defense for a little bit. Takes his hands out of the hand warmer. Play action out to Gilbertson again. Same look. And he's going to get to the edge and move those chains again. Great awareness by the freshman of knowing where the marker is.
Yeah, great play call there, getting the ball out to Gilbertson. And like you said, the past few games they've been without him. But it's hard that you just add another big weapon like that to this offense that is already full of very talented and offensively talented players.
We saw Gilbertson make his varsity debut in basketball last year in the region tournament, scored 8 points against that Kindred team. He's carried it right over. As an 8th grader last year, he's carried it into football as a freshman. Play action. Another short dump pass like we just mentioned. And it's going to pick up a decent gain there for 6 yards. And this is what Wahpeton needs to do if they want to roll further in the playoffs. That play is going to be there against any team because they have to respect Trayton Mauk. They have to respect the deep ball, and that just leaves you almost a handoff. That pass is almost a handoff. They just dump it.
Like you said, there's so much flexibility, dynamics, and just options here for the Huskies offense. Almost a one-handed catch there,
Pass
Robert.
was high. Braden Steffens was trying to do a curtain call on his one-handed grab from last week, but he can't haul that one in. And we're going to have third down. Valley City, and that's what they need, too. They need the clock to stop and get the ball back, and they have an opportunity here to do just that.
And now's the time here for Valley City on this first play where all the players are pretty much fresh here from getting a break at halftime, and they got to make a play here. Stop these Huskies.
Shotgun, Kubla, play action, rolls right. He's got time, throws it over the middle. Nice back shoulder catch by Gilbertson, and he's got to hang on to this football, and he does. And that's a first down, big first down for the Huskies. That one was thrown behind Gilbertson, pinned it against his shoulder pad. What a catch.
Yeah, that was also a nice tackle there by quarterback Bryson Heck. He went straight for the ball, and at that point, Huskies fans are saying, please hold on to that ball, and he did. And at that point, as a receiver, I think your best bet is just get to the ground fast.
And it looked like he did for the most part,
Yeah,
instead
he
of trying
did.
to extend the play. We're going to have another shotgun formation, trips on the right side. Mauk all alone in the backfield. He needs no help. There's the handoff to Mauk. He'll try the left side. He surveys it.
Oh, boy.
Cuts right, cuts left. Big block by Luke Anderson. And Luke Anderson absolutely put a player into the ground, and that was number 25, your tight end on offense, Dylan Hunt. Luke Anderson ran him over there.
I'm sorry, that kind of looked like a weird tackle there from Mauk. It looked like it's one of those tackles where you think, how did you not kind of screw up your ankle there? But got him to the ground and no flag or anything. I think
he looks like he's doing okay here.
And it looks like, to me, Valley City's kind of getting their play calls pretty late. I don't know if that's a design or I don't know, but it looks like they're being late pretty much on every call and running out.
Mauk on the left side, not much room. He's going to be taken down after a short gain, but he's close to the first down marker, and that's going to bring up third down and short here. Third down and about 3.
I mean, here's the thing. If you're a Valley City coach, like, this is a guessing game now. I mean, they got so many options like we've gone over before. We'll see what kind of strategy the Huskies take here. Again, do you go for it on fourth down here to maybe...
Top of your screen, Braden Steffens. No one out there. Oh, they do send Derek Shape out there. But it's a one-on-one matchup. They like that fade with Steffens. 2 men in the backfield now. Left side is Mauk. Right side is Gilbertson. They do hand it off to Mauk. He'll try the right side. Good block on the edge by Landon Ralph, and that's going to spring Mauk for touchdown number 4. What patience from the senior. Trayton Mauk showing why he's the best running back in the state of North Dakota. Wahpeton 40, Valley City 14. What are we witnessing, folks?
At this point, it's not even a discussion about the best running back. I mean, any play, if it's up the middle, if it's outside, he cuts back. If he needs to cut back again, just defensive players are just taking bad angles, and you cannot take a bad angle on Trayton Mauk.
Incredible vision there by Trayton. He let that thing set up, and it was Landon Ralph who came out and sealed the last man on the outside. Of course, there was more Huskies in than that, but Landon Ralph, a nice job blocking. PAT is off, and Mauk kicks that one through. So another point for Trayton Mauk and the Huskies, and it is now 41-14. There's still 8 minutes to go in the third quarter on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. It's a good night to be a dog on AM 1450 KBMW.
When it was clear that my dad could not live on his own, I was worried. He was still independent, but he needed assistance. I didn't know I had any options. Then I brought up my concerns to my wife.
Well, and I had heard so many good things about Twin Town Villa, so I suggested we stop out and take a tour.
The minute we walked through the door and met the staff, I knew this was the perfect option for Dad. Dad's Twin Town Villa apartment is clean and spacious, plenty of room for my active dad to move around.
Twin Town Villa was and is our best option. It'll be yours too. Call or stop in for a tour today.
Back to Hannah Field. The only thing I didn't do tonight is check on the Wahpeton all-time records. And a guy named Ryan Smith set a bunch of them for the Bison. But before that, he set a ton of rushing records for the Huskies. Trayton Mauk is certainly threatening those tonight, as he may have just went over 300 yards on that drive with his 4th touchdown of the game. Exciting night for Wahpeton.
I mean, here's the thing. You talk about regular season. Did Ryan Smith do this in a playoff game? That's what I want to know. I mean, I think we're seeing no matter what it is, I think we're witnessing history here. I mean, this is this is it's been like this all season, though. You think, maybe he has a, what can teams do to slow him down? And honestly, no team has been able to quite yet.
This is one of those mythical games that, when you're 80 years old, you'll be telling your grandkids that Mauk was playing 1v11 and he ran for 300 yards. Shotgun formation for Valley City, who hasn't been able to muster anything against this Huskies defense either. Omar Martinez going for the crack tackle there on the edge. Caleb McLaughlin too strong for that one. He shakes it off and gets a couple yards. McLaughlin for 5 yards. And, he's kind of faded. I don't know if that's a product of the offensive line not getting a push or what, but we said his name early and often when they took a lead.
Yeah.
And we've said it less and less as the games went on.
And we're getting to a time here, quarter 3, where they can't really go to him anymore. If they would need to be scoring, they can't really establish the run. So they're kind of running out of time, and, they got to get him involved somehow.
In motion, Corbin Powell. And tripped up in the backfield is McLaughlin. Omar Martinez does get the crack tackle that time. I was talking to Gilbertson about that. It's like the 4th of July and you got bottle rockets shooting at your ankles.
Who else, though, but number 3, Omar Martinez. He's an absolute firecracker. And, he's not going to bowl anyone over, but he's going to get your legs and like a tree in the middle of the forest and come tumbling down.
He's the most durable 115-pound football player I've ever seen. He exclusively runs blitzes off the outside, and that says a lot about his toughness. So Valley City, 3rd and 4 from their own 32. Out of the shotgun, it's Heck.
Oh, boy. And
it's going to be another pre-snap penalty. About 4 or 5 of those tonight for Valley City. And Wahpeton's going to huddle together and just showing a lot of unity. They're on the same page tonight, and that's what you need to do if you want to be successful when the calendar flips to November.
For sure, and those pre-snap penalties, Wahpeton has had one, if it's to my recollection, but once you start compounding them 2, 3, 4, those penalty yards adds up and puts them from a 3rd and medium to 3rd and long.
3rd and 9 here for the Highliners. It's getting to be do or die time. They are down 41-14. And Heck tries to pass, but he fumbles it. He'll roll left and go downfield. Nobody there. Jack Gilbertson is the man over the top, and Braden Steffens is the man on coverage. And hold on a second. No flags.
Looks like we just had a little bit of a hard block there. That's number 50, Chase Marsh. He was kind of tangled up with a lineman, and looks like he's okay. And
4th and 9, and they almost got to punt this. They're so far back in their own territory, down 41-14.
Yeah, I think so, and looks like they might be doing that here without a lot of options.
There's the punt, and it's a good one. Spiraling. It makes contact at the 25, takes a Valley City roll to about the 18. I thought it was going to roll a little farther on the camera there, but that's where it's picked up. A beautiful punt there by Bryson Heck. If there's a silver lining here for the Highliners, I guess that's it. 5:58 to go in the 3rd quarter. All Huskies, 41-14 on your CFI scoreboard, and they get the offense right out there, so I guess we won't take a break.
And just like that, Huskies all game long have been really, I think, very efficient in getting in a play and getting set right away, and almost vice versa on the other side of the ball for the Highliners. It just kind of feels like they've been late. A couple times you could have thought they snapped early and would have had an easy touchdown or big gain there. So
we'll see how long Trayton Mauk goes here. Still in the backfield. They'll hand it to him. He tries the middle. Big run for Trayton Mauk. Stiff arm, and that's going to be another 12-yard gain for Trayton Mauk.
I'm at a loss for words, I think, Robert.
The change of direction. He doesn't slow down when he decides to change direction.
We're witnessing a little bit of a Madden game. This feels like a video game sometimes when you watch Trayton Mauk, but
when you create your player and you turn everything up to 99,
99, 100, and it's just, like you said, a talented, amazing young man.
Trips on the high side here. Kubla hasn't really gotten a chance to cook here in the second half. We'll see if they go back to the playbook just to get him some reps. It's going to be a handoff to Mauk. He's met by number 63 of the Highliners. Good tackle. Stuffing Mauk there. And that is Scott Rode. Might be Scott Rhodey. My apologies to Scott if I did get that wrong. 6'3", 250. He's a senior, and he stood Mauk up in his tracks. And you love to see the seniors for both teams do well. Your careers are winding down no matter what way you look at it. And they're making an impact in their last game. Potentially their last game. So Kubla out of the shotgun. 3 wide receivers high. Play action. Quick out. And that one is dropped. And they're going to call it incomplete. I was going to say, that looks like a forward pass, but you're never sure with the angle up here.
No, for sure. And I think it was an incomplete pass for sure. And, not the end of the world here for the Huskies, but of course, you want to keep driving that ball down the field.
Just trying to keep the blood flowing in my legs up here, Matty. Standing the whole game. And I'm on edge here, wondering when Trayton Mauk's going to rip off another one. He's still in the backfield, 3rd and 11 from the Huskies, 30, under 5 to go in the third quarter. Handoff to Mauk. He tries the right side. Little stutter step, and he's got the first down and more. Trayton Mauk.
Oh, my gosh.
He just did a little stutter step, and everybody else stood still.
He stopped his feet for a split second, and the whole almost Highliner defense did the same thing, and he said, oh, by the way, I'm 5 yards past you already. I wish I could say more. There's nothing to say.
We're running out of stuff to describe.
I'm sorry,
this,
folks, for the people tuning in here tonight.
If you want to watch KBMW News Live YouTube.
You can watch this record-setting game here for Trayton Mauk.
Mauk in the backfield in motion. It is Jack Gilbertson. Play action. They're going to throw it downfield, and about 11 yards down the field, Kubla kind of sails it over Steffen's head. I think they maybe had a mix-up on when he was going to stop the route.
Just for sure, a little bit over his head and behind him. Just a little bit of, like you said, a mix-up. And, interesting play call there on first down, going for the pass.
And I think they might try to throw a few more here just to keep that connection going heading into next week. So they got 4 wide receivers in this set here. Mauk on the right side of the backfield. Hand off to Mauk. He'll try the left side jump cut up the middle, and he is bent in an awkward way after a short gain. He pops right back up.
Yeah, and just for the fun of it, if anyone's listening out there and does know the single season record for Ryan Smith, you could share it in the comments of our YouTube stream. We'd appreciate it. I'd just be interested to know kind of what that looks like. And if we are witnessing it, I think we are witnessing history already in postseason play, but be interesting to find out.
Shoot me a text, 701-640-3145. Let me know if there's a new record holder tonight in Trayton Mauk. Shotgun snap is off. Bjorn Kubla, pump fake. And that looked like it might have been a PI over the middle. Gilbertson, some contact, but maybe an uncatchable ball a little high, so they pocket the flag.
It looked a little high there for kind of looked like it was going to a highliner, but, just a little bit of an incomplete pass. And if I were to say this seemed like the first drive that the Huskies really didn't quite have the stuff, which is hard to believe.
4th and 9, and Trayton Mauk's going to try his hand as a punter.
For the first time tonight.
And he fakes it. Here goes Mauk. He's got his eyes on the first down, and he extends the football for a first down. Oh, my goodness.
I mean,
right at the marker.
At that point, I think you just give Mauk the discretion. If you see a lane, you go for it. And
there was no lane there. There was no lane there. He slid through the crack of a doorway, and that was incredible.
Trayton will be creating his own lanes, and we all know that. And picks up the first down, and I think he had a yard to spare, but I mean he was confident in everything. So
into Highliner territory. Shotgun formation, 3 wide. Mauk in the backfield. Hand off to Mauk. He'll come to the left side near press box. He's got room to run across the 40. Stiff arm down to the 35. Maybe a face mask on the end. Not today, but he's pushed out of bounds near the 30. So Mauk busts off effortless 15-yard run there. Clock's going to continue to approach 3 minutes in the third quarter, and Wahpeton's got their eyes set on 50 tonight. They lead 41-14. Carlson Family Insurance Scoreboard. CFI representing auto owners. Thank you, CFI, for your sponsorship all season long. Trips on the high side. It is Steffens, DeBreeze, and Trayton King. Trayton King's on the near side, excuse me. Mauk on the left side of the backfield. Shotgun snap to Kubla. Hands it off to Mauk. He tries the middle, and he's got about 6 yards. So even when the play design is going to the left side, if it's not there, Mauk finds a little bit of running room up the middle. It looks like somebody has sent us some of the information about Ryan Smith's exploits, and we'll get to those as soon as we can here. Mike McCall believes the most in a single game is around 380 or 400, and that sounds about right, and that is within distance for Trayton Mauk tonight.
I think he's hovering there right about now.
Mauk to the left side, and he's going to break a tackle and pick up a few more. Season rushing record is around 2,800.
Okay.
So Mauk's got to have a couple more of these games in the playoffs if he wants to have a chance at that.
Nonetheless, he's gonna have his name in the Wahpeton High School on those walls for a very long time to come.
And Mike says he's old and his memory isn't what it was, so we're not going to quote him. Somebody else texted me and said,
maybe
don't
we should
quote
ask
them.
ChatGPT or something.
388 is the article I just got sent my way, so that's what we'll go with tonight unofficially for the Wahpeton rushing record, and we'll let you know if Mauk tops that. Mauk on the left side of the backfield, 3 wide receivers to the left side. They hand it off to Mauk. He goes right.
Oh my.
Mauk's got room to run.
Of course he does.
And there he goes. Mauk's still standing near the pylon, trying to catch up with him on the camera here on KBMW News Live. And Mauk nearly takes that one in from 23 yards out.
I wish I had more to say. There's not a lot.
We're just going to stop talking.
At this point, there's not a lot of analyzing that needs to be done about number 44. But if he can push in his 5th touchdown here, I think there is no question that this might be the single game best.
Hand off to Mauk, right side, jump cut to the left.
Yeah.
Touchdown, Trayton Mauk.
Dare I say the best game a Husky player has ever had.
And I don't think you are off on that at all, Madison Nelson-Giro. Wow, another touchdown for Trayton Mauk. 47-14 in what was billed as potentially the closest playoff game on Friday. The pundits were wrong.
Not this time. Yeah, we'll see. And it looks like Huskies are going to put a little bow tie on this one. And, of course, here we go, number 44, helping himself and getting that, hopefully, extra point.
47-14 Wahpeton on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Snap is off. Kick is up. And Trayton Mauk buries it. Wahpeton 48, Valley City 14. And Trayton Mauk has came into Hannah Field and shocked the Highliners. But let's talk about this Huskies defense.
Yes.
They fall behind 14-7. They close up all the running lanes. And they have Bryson Heck running for his life like he's a track star out there, closing up all of the second chance opportunities down the field. It has just been a work of art from the defense.
I think that was one of the key to the games that we were talking about pregame is, there has been no questions about the Huskies offense. Obviously we see that tonight, but can the defense step up and maybe really limit a team to maybe under 20 points is what we were talking about on our drive up here to Valley City. And if that can happen, the Huskies are going to put some points on the board, and the Huskies defense, I think they might get the flowers tonight because that's exactly the game plan, and they've executed it perfectly.
Gilbertson, Peterson in the secondary, DeBreeze and Steffens on the outside at your corner positions. Belke, Marsh, Anderson, everybody on the line doing their job. Carson Van Epps has been on a couple plays tonight as well. Kick is short. It's going to bounce and be bobbled and fielded at the 25-yard line. Boom!
Oh.
Hit stick there from Corbin Powell.
Corbin Powell kind of pulled the Trayton Mauk and said, "Sit down, son. I'm not done. I'm not quite done yet."
Corbin Powell looks like Josh Jacobs. Not Josh Jacobs, Brandon Jacobs, who used to play for the Giants.
Oh, that is a deep cut there. Brandon Jacobs, Tiki Barber.
The guys who don't have necks because they're so big. Corbin Powell, ouch.
Mike Allstott, come on.
Yeah, Jim Kleinsasser.
Also, shout out Tyler Bertram says 388 yards in 2008. So
I think Trayton Mauk, I think that's going to be transferring hands tonight.
Confident to say that might be unseated here tonight.
Shotgun. Snap is away. Heck's got a pass, and he'll do just that. Over the middle. Tipped by Evan Doctor and caught. Evan Doctor, right place, right time, and that one just bounces off his hands, and it is caught by number 12?
Yep.
Number 12 as the lights go down here. Number 12 is Colton Griebel. It's the Highliners with a big break there.
Looks like Highliners hurting up. Obviously need to get some points on the board fast.
Another nice pass there from Heck. And maybe that's what they need to do is just keep this offense going in motion. Omar Martinez wraps him up after a gain of 5.
Yeah, I think they just got to keep feeding that play, and it looks like we got a timeout on the field.
That's it for the third quarter. We're tired from watching the Huskies rack up the points here. We're going to take a quick break. 48-14, 12 minutes to go here in the Class 2A quarterfinal at Hannah Field. Wahpeton taking it to Valley City. It's a good night to be a dog. Oh my goodness, AM 1450, KBMW.
Ever buy something and open the box to find 1,000 pieces ready to assemble? Time-consuming and frustrating. That's why Bear Build Woodworks and Builders First Source offer gorgeous, hassle-free finishes for their doors and millwork. No mess and not stress. With over 30 stain options and 40 paint colors, Bear Build Woodworks pre-finish is the perfect choice for quality that stands the test of time. Get it finished with Bear Built Woodworks and Builders First Source in Wahpeton.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Fourth quarter starts. We change directions here. Valley City going right to left on YouTube, and Heck is sacked by Evan Doctor. Doctor doesn't get the pick. He says, I want in on the fun, wrangles him down, and the Huskies can do no wrong.
Nice play there, and Heck looks like he's grabbing his ankle. That's no good. You don't want to see that.
And that was just kind of unfortunate. It's wet out there, and that wasn't a hip drop tackle, but essentially he slid down on the sack, because it's so hard for them to get a grip after that rain earlier today, and kind of slid down on Heck, and just an awkward play there, but a great pursuit by Evan Doctor on the sack. We're going to take a quick break as they tend to Bryson Heck, and we hope the Valley City quarterback's going to be all right on the other half.
Save big this month with Smith Motors in Wahpeton. Get up to $120 in rebates on the purchase and install of a set of 4 tires. Save up to $40 in rebates on the purchase and install of front and rear brake pads. Save up to $40 in rebates on the purchase and install on front and rear brake rotors. And save up to $80 in rebates on the purchase and install on GM shocks and struts. Small town friendly, big town deals. Smith Motors, your certified Chevy and GMC dealership in Wahpeton. Visit them online at smithmotors.com.
Ever notice how every other ad seems to be an insurance company promising to save you money?
What is with these insurance companies?
Hi, this is Matt.
And this is Amanda.
And we're your local State Farm agents.
We're here to debunk all the insurance junk.
What do you really need to know?
What is a fair and competitive price?
Let us make sure you are getting the best bang for your insurance dollar.
And find out why State Farm has been around for over 100 years and remains #1 today.
Ready to gain an edge in your career? Titan Machinery's Service Technician Apprenticeship Program is designed for anyone wishing to become a diesel mechanic, working on Case IH equipment through full-time, on-the-job training. Enjoy a hands-on work experience. Learn from factory-trained service experts and apply your knowledge from school directly to your work with this unique program opportunity. Become a Titan in the industry and grow with a dealership that invests in you at Titan Machinery Wahpeton, your local Case IH dealer. Visit titanmachinery.com/careers to learn more.
Welcome back to Hannah Field. David Topolewski of the Wahpeton Daily News unofficially has Trayton Mauck at 386 yards by his count. 388 by Ryan Smith is the record. And David's going to have a nice story for you about this game, one for the ages, WahpetonDailyNews.com. And visit us at KBMWNews.com. Again, great teamwork by local media in Wahpeton. Shotgun snap, drops back over the middle, complete, right at the line of scrimmage, and a nice tackle made by Michael Peterson. So Michael Peterson, a couple good tackles tonight.
For sure, and now in for quarterback for the Highlanders will be number 10, Jackson Thornton. Hopefully Bryson Heck is doing okay. It looks like he got off of the field under his own power a little bit.
Screen play set up nicely by Valley City, and they've got a chance to turn this one upfield to the 25, to the 20, down to the 15. Tackle on the end of that play was Trey King, but that was a beautiful design. They've been looking for that all night, and they finally get it there. It was McLaughlin.
Yeah, every other play design like that last time would have been blown up by the Huskies. So nice little play to get the offense moving here.
So the Highliners into the Titan Machinery red zone. Quick pass to the outside, and that one is dropped by number 21, Jamison Muchler. So it'll be interesting to see if they put Trayton Mauck back in. I mean, this game is in hand. He only needs 2 yards, so.
Yeah, I think at least you have to. And I think even if Ryan Smith were here on this call, he'd say the same thing. But, yeah, nonetheless, a very amazing performance here tonight by Trayton Mauck.
And Ryan Smith on the coaching staff tonight, so what a special moment that could be with both of the Huskies in the house. Valley City with the football at the Wahpeton 15. They trail 48-14 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Dropping back to pass. Over the middle. Intercepted and room to run. Tackled at the 35. And that was Trayton King. So everybody gets in on the fun tonight. Number 21, Trayton King. We'll get his grade for you here. I know he's a newcomer to the varsity program. 6 foot 160, another 9th grader on this team.
Another nice little play, just kind of sitting in the middle of the defense, and quarterback there for the Highliners, Jackson Thornton, just kind of floated one out there, and kind of an easy catch there. And, yeah, nice little play, and we'll see if now's the time. Don't see Trayton Mauck on the field. We'll see. Maybe he'll get one.
And it looks like that's at quarterback still Bjorn Kubla. And they hand it off for about 2 yards. Trayton Mauck's got his helmet on the sideline.
Just got a thumbs up over there from Trayton Mauck. We'll see if he stays over there. Looks like he's ready to come in, but again, we'll see. We'll keep you monitored on that one. See if he can get those couple yards and break a record.
So Trayton King, who just had the interception, he's spread out wide to the right here with 2 other wide receivers. I believe it's Michael Peterson in the backfield. He's had a nice couple weeks here at the tail end of the football games. Play action. They throw it out to Jackson DeBreeze. Beautiful block on the edge by Braden Steffens, and Jackson DeBreeze turns it up for a good gain to the 45-yard line. So Braden Steffens, that's a big part about being a wide receiver that doesn't get talked about enough. Steffens sealing off the edge there.
For sure, nice play, nice pitch and run. And first down here for the Huskies.
48-14, under 9 minutes to go on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Wahpeton putting on a show for their fans tonight. Valley City, the number 2 seed in the West, and Wahpeton, the number 3 seed in the East, looking for the season sweep tonight against the Highliners. Kubla out of the shotgun. Handoff to Michael Peterson. He tries the left side. He's met quickly by a host of Highliners for a short gain. And Trayton Mauck on the sideline. Here's the thing. They don't keep in-game stats.
Yeah. So
Hunter
that's
McCall does them on Sunday, so they may have no idea. Somebody's got to phone a friend here. Where's Regis Philbin when you need him?
Yeah, we need to get a phone call down there and call one in. But, again, this is something they don't keep track of, and a good game's a good game. And, either way that this turns out, it's an amazing game by Trayton Mauck. And like you said, history and definitely postseason, I'd say.
Trips on the right side. In the backfield again, they're going to lean on Peterson. They hand it to him. Nice run by Peterson. Takes what the defense gives him there and falls forward, and that's what he does. He churns it out, and that's what Wade Gilbertson likes looking at him as a potential lead back next year, is the fact that he'll get you 3, 3, 3, and then he'll pop one off for 10, just positive yardage. Like a Frank Gore, that guy, look what he did over his career, about 4 yards every time, and it's a good recipe to put your team in a good spot.
Yeah, you're going to play a while if you get 4 yards of play, especially at that level.
So Wahpeton has the ball, 3rd and 3 at the Highliners' 41-yard line. Kubla still working out of the shotgun. They're going to hand it off to Michael Peterson, and he's got no running room there. We'll get the number for you. First Highliner in there. I believe that was Jack Dieterle. Not quite sure, folks. But nonetheless, the Highliners stack up Peterson, and Huskies might go for it here. it's running clock, and, they are up 48-14, but if you go for it, you can keep your defense off the field.
Yep.
It looks like that's what they're going to do. Kubla out of the shotgun. Kubla punts it out of the shotgun formation. Did not see that coming, and at the end of the day, it's going to roll into the end zone. So a nifty-looking play call there, but Kubla, he punted that thing 45 yards without a step.
He did.
So that's going to be a touchback. We're going to take a 30 and catch our breath. Wahpeton 48, Valley City 14, Class 2A quarterfinals.
No matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain never changes. Red River Grain works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers, providing grain and agronomy services to help maximize your farm's potential. Red River Grain has been serving farmers for years with competitive prices and high-quality service. Talk to Carson or Brad for your grain and agronomy needs. Red River Grain, East Breckenridge, 643-3738. That's 643-3738, or you can find them online at redrivergrain.com.
All right, back in business here. Valley City trying to salvage something in this game. But Wahpeton swarming to the quarterback. And that's going to be a sack. First man in there for the Huskies is Chase Marsh. Welcome to the sack column, Chase Marsh. I mean, everybody getting involved tonight. And Chase Marsh hung on, and the quarterback tried to get back to the line of scrimmage, and he was just kind of doing the Dikembe Mutombo. No. For a big sack. And Trayton Maug not out there on defense now either, but a lot of the regulars still are. Michael Peterson, Braden Steffens, Omar Martinez. And it's going to be 2nd and 13 way back at the Valley City 14-yard line, 5:39 to go. Low snap. And a throw over the middle. Wow, what a play over the middle. Let's see who that was. That was number 82. And that's going to be Cooper Kumo. Cooper Kumo, a 5'10", 120-pound freshman, and the 9th graders stepping up on the big stage. That would have been a touchdown over the middle of the field.
100%. There's no one back there to help. So an amazing play. Nice play by a freshman there to bat that one down. And, yeah, I mean, if you can get your freshman in, especially in a playoff environment, I mean, that's some great experience for those young players.
And a holding penalty is going to push Valley City back even further here. After that nice pass breakup by Cooper Kumo, his sister, McKenna, entering her sophomore season at NDSCS. Women's basketball team ranked number 13 in the country. 3rd and 13 for Valley City. All-out pass here over the middle. Big target. I believe that time it is going to be Dieterle. It was caught for a first down. It's Dylan Hunt again. Gosh, I got to give that guy his roses. I keep getting him mixed up. Two big dudes. Hunt's got a touchdown on the day already, and he catches that one over the middle and gets popped right in the nameplate. Hangs on, gets up a little gingerly. I'm getting ginger from standing up here. My joints are making all kinds of noises.
Yeah, you're really sacrificing here tonight.
I'm laying it all on the line for Class 2A quarterfinals. 1st and 10. 33-yard line, Valley City moving the football. Low snap, skips its way to the quarterback. He's going to throw downfield, and that one is caught in coverage. What a pass. And I do believe...
Wow. That was a nice pass.
That was Heck back in the ball game.
How about that?
Heck shakes off the ankle, and his first pass goes for a big gain over the middle, flips the field, drops it right in the breadbasket. Good for Bryson Heck coming out here. Tough young man. The 6'3 senior trying to throw another touchdown here before his season comes to a close. Wahpeton up 48-14, 4 minutes to go. Trips on the near side. Heck throws a quick hitter. He's got a man, and we're going to get a holding penalty there. I'm not sure it was such a hold.
Yeah, it's more of a Colton Griebel there kind of taking a player down and then kind of standing over him, and we'll see what the call is.
And it is a hold on Griebel, and you see that all the time when the linemen do that. They got to have their arms out, though. You can use your body to pin them down, but you can't use your hands to hold them on the ground like that. So Omar Martinez, he gets in the back of your head. He's a little feisty and chippy, and at the end of the day, you just want to pin him down to the turf.
He'll get in your head, and then all of a sudden, hey, that's going to set you back. And, nice little play. He's always in the back of your head. And, causing chaos as he's caused chaos all night tonight.
So Bryson Heck back in the ballgame here for Valley City. 3:30 to go on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. 48-14, all Huskies tonight. Low snap bounces to Heck. He drops back. He's rolling right. He's got all day and then some. Going for the end zone. He's got a man.
Oh,
and it bounces off the numbers.
Wow.
Intended target there. I believe that was Hunt again.
Yeah, that's a wide open pass, and you're sliding to make a catch, and it just hits you in the chest and bounces right off. Unfortunate break there. And Highliners looking to score.
They got a good route runner in Hunt, though. We just saw him over the middle, and that time he was going left, right, deep into the end zone. And he's had a great ball game tonight, Dylan Hunt. So it's 2nd and 15 as the Highliners just can't capitalize. Trips on the high side. Good bet you'll see a pass here. Nobody in the backfield. 3-step drop. Heck steps up, and he's going to air it for the end zone. Here we go. Back of the end zone in triple coverage. That is a touchdown reception.
That'll be Colton Grable on that one.
So Grable with a touchdown catch. That was number 12 who caught 12. It, was it not? Yeah, number 12. That was Colton Grable. You are correct.
Nice little play, nice pass. I mean,
what a pass!
You're kind of you're kind of just hucking that one up, but it looked like a group of Huskies and Highlanders were there, and way to go up and get that one and get yourself into I wouldn't say strikeable distance, but I would say, hey, let's score. Let's try to score on every single possession the rest of the way.
So 20 points for the Highliners. And scrambling to the right is Heck, and he's got that bad ankle, but he's going to make it to the corner of the end zone anyways. 2-point conversion for Heck. So Heck comes back in the ball game, and he says, hey, if my senior season's going to end, I'm going to get back out there and do something about it. And he throws a deep touchdown pass and runs in the 2-point conversion. Good response from Bryson Heck.
Excuse me,
no,
sorry.
Go ahead.
I was saying, obviously, the game's a little bit out of hand here at the end, but all you got to ask is, have your guys go out there and try to score.
We'll take a quick break here and come back on the other side of what's most likely going to be an onside or a squib kick with Wahpeton leading 48-22. Final 2:27 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Class 2A quarterfinals has not disappointed at the Voice of the Valley, AM 1450, KBMW.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heidkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heidkamp Construction in Wahpeton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948.
Welcome back to Hannah Field, and for those of you asking about Trayton Mauch's yardage total, unofficially at 386. Wahpeton record by Ryan Smith is 388, but he could be at 390. He could be at 384.
Yeah.
We
it's
won't
unofficial
really know,
for a reason.
But the coaching staff probably has no. Nice onside kick recovery there by number 28, Michael Peterson, and he's been the special teams maestro tonight. But let's get back to the Trayton Mauch thing.
Yeah.
The coaching staff, they have no idea how many yards he has.
They don't, and there's communication, between the coordinators, but again, they're not exactly sure what's going down. So I think they're just going to keep trading off the field, it looks like, and we'll see again. Like to say, we're unofficial, so maybe he's higher, maybe he's a little bit lower, but I think we just got to remember, nonetheless, this is a legendary and historic game here tonight for Trayton Mauch and the Huskies.
And at the end of the day, it does send a good message to the program. We aren't out there stat chasing.
Yeah.
It's a win. It's a big win. So shotgun formation here. Bjorn Kubla, handoff to Michael Peterson. He tries the left side. Nice cut up the middle to turn that into positive yards, but it's only going to be about 3. Cooper Kuhlmo is going to check in here and get some action at wide receiver. We're going to get a quick timeout here, and you know what? You put him in, and, the field's wet. It's late in the game. How many carries does he have? 20-plus carries.
Yeah.
I mean, let's keep him fresh for the second round.
For sure, and you never know, especially with any freak injury that could happen. They're playing it pretty safe here, and I'd agree with that. The game is in hand. Why take any unnecessary risks, right?
And what a game for the Huskies all around. the defense has really held their own. 14 points up until that touchdown heave, which was like essentially a Hail Mary. It just dropped out of the sky into triple coverage from Bryson Heck. It is 48-22. There's 2:19 left in the ball game. And when Valley City led 14-7, I don't think anybody in this state would have expected the final to be anywhere near where it is.
For sure. And that's just a testament to not only Huskies offense, but like we've been saying, the defense.
That timeout was presented by High Camp Construction. Once you know who we are, you won't build any other way. It's where my dad works.
Shout out.
Up the middle, and oh my, coming over the top there to lay a big hit for Valley City was number 63, Scott Rohde. And Rohde, he had free reign there with the running back kind of held up on the lower half, and he's running back's lucky there that he didn't get popped even harder. Rohde landing on top of him. Rohde, 250 pounds. So we're going to get another timeout here, which this is interesting for either team. It's just kind of a non-factor at this time, stopping the clock. But Valley City, I guess, hoping to get the football back one more time.
Yeah, and like you can just go to the end. Go till you have no time left. A little bit of a score update here. Sentinel Stadium in Devils Lake. Minot North is leading 35-14 over Devils Lake with 6 minutes left in the fourth. So, of course, the others went final. We can confidently say Wahpeton will be meeting Grand Forks Red River next week.
Taylor Sondrel, number 72, checks in on the Huskies line. Cooper Kumo checks into the slot at wide receiver. We're going to get some new faces here on what could be the final Huskies drive. Shotgun snap, handoff to Peterson, and he's going to follow a nice block there for a positive gain. That block was laid by number 74, Isaac Anderson, 5'11", freshman, and that's been a theme today, 185, as we get another timeout, and this has got to be the last one, presented by High Camp Construction. We're going to take one, too.
They're getting their money's worth tonight.
Yeah, High Camp Construction, shout out to everybody out there, including my dad, first and foremost, Bob Wanek. We're going to take a quick 30 here. Thank you to Bob and Aunt Janie watching at home, sound checking, a number one listener of KBMW Trivia, and everybody who's been commenting on the KBMW News Live YouTube. Thank you so much. This is a presentation of I3G Sports Media Network.
Your daughter has the flu. Your son breaks his arm. You need quality medical care you can count on. CHI St. Francis Primary Care Walk-In Clinic. Quality family care. Go to the Primary Care Walk-In Clinic at CHI St. Francis, where there is no appointment necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 7:30 and 9 to 5 on the weekend. Quality care close to home. You get the finest care for home injuries, common illnesses, and emergency service. Virtual visit available. Call 643-0747. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
4th and 5. Wahpeton hands it off to Peterson. He's wrangled down in the backfield, and that should do it for the Wahpeton offense tonight. Valley City's going to have a $158 to work with here, and this is the last dance on their football season. Wahpeton comes in and shocks the Highliners 48-22 here at Hannah Field.
And I mean, at this point for the Highliners, get your seniors out there, you know. This is the last chance for most of them to play the game that they love, football. And, you know, I bet a lot of people, especially some classmates of mine, could kind of, they've said, you know, I'll do anything to get back on that football field. Just memories from now here on out.
Heck, he's going for another deep bomb down the sideline and coming back for it. And it ends up on the ground. So Derek Shape tries to come back for it, and it's Cooper Kumo, the freshman, on the coverage. So everybody who's gotten into the game has done something tonight for the Huskies, and, man, that's got to make you feel good about the program. No, you don't have a Bjorn Kubala or a Trayton Mount coming back next year, but these kids are ready to write their own stories.
For sure, and definitely exciting things that you see in the future here for the Huskies, and I bet head coach Wade Gilbertson is excited to get these guys in the game and kind of see what they can do.
And these Hail Marys at the end of the game are definitely good for entertainment value, as he checks down a little short pass here to the outside. Getting out of bounds quickly is number 21 of the Highliners, Jamison Mushler. So Mushler with the catch there, and there is a minute 50, so not a whole lot of time off the clock here. 3rd and 10. The Huskies might actually be getting the football back yet tonight. Highliners working from the Huskies' 43-yard line, 3rd and 10. Snap is off and is dropped in the backfield. Picked up one-handed by Heck. He evades a pass rusher. He throws it deep into the end zone.
Oh.
Nearly intercepted. But the interception bounces out of the hands of Ryland Flack. Is that
yeah,
number
I believe
12?
that's Ryland Flack.
Ryland Flack, who had a nice tackle earlier in the game. Let's see what grade he is. I got a sneaky suspicion here on this one. Ryland Flack, 6'2", 175. He's actually a sophomore.
All right, we'll see 4th down and short, but, I mean, if you're Valley City, at least you got to make sure you get the first down here.
4th and 2 for Valley City. And it's another rolling snap to Heck. They're going to hand it off and get a first down and then some. They're going to go right back to their bread and butter, Caleb McLaughlin. So big run for Caleb McLaughlin. 1:33 left as Valley City nickel and dime in this final drive here at Hannah Field. Wahpeton, if you're just tuning in, 48-22, dominant. And I've been joined by Madison Nelson Gira tonight. It's been a blast. Thanks for coming with tonight, Maddie.
Of course. It's been great.
Snap to Heck. He rolls right. He's got to be looking end zone here. He is. He's going to go back to the left. He's got a man wide open. Touchdown. Beautiful cross field throw there from Heck to number 12, Colton Griebel. And he's come on in this fourth quarter. Good finish to the game for Griebel.
And that's all you can ask is finish strong and kind of put, you're not going to like the outcome of this game, but say, hey, we didn't give up, and, we're going to the end, and something to be proud of here at the end of Valley City's season.
They had 14 points, what seemed like just a couple minutes ago. It's 48-28 now, and I think they're going to go for 2 here, try to get to 30. And they've put up more points than they did last time against Wahpeton when they scored 27. Shotgun snap. Hand off. Nope. It's going to be a keeper and a nice move from Heck, but it looks like he's upended. Nope.
He's in.
He's into the end zone. So Heck makes it 48-30. Final 90 seconds on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Huskies, they're going to be mushing their way into the Class 2A semifinals. This is AM 1450, KBMW, the voice of the Valley.
Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley.
Hi, this is Wade from Breckenridge Cenex. Now is a great time to start thinking about protecting your recreational vehicles and equipment. Stock up on Splash RV Antifreeze at any one of our 4 locations, and we would like to thank you for your continued patronage.
Farmers Union Oil. Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heitkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heitkamp Construction in Wahpeton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948.
Michael Peterson, Mr. Special Teams, they kick a laser onside kick to him. He grabs it and tries to take it back for a touchdown, but he is tripped up. What a night for Michael Peterson on special teams, and he's showing off his hands game as well.
For sure, as this one wraps up, just a great game here for the Huskies, and looks like we're going to be almost in victory formation.
So they're going to put the starters out here for victory formation and let them take one more trip out to the field. Trayton Malk, Braden Steffens, Jackson DeVries, Bjorn Kubla at quarterback. A mistake-free game for him.
Yeah.
And just getting the offense out there. And we got to consider a game like this for Malk, unofficially 386 yards rushing. Incredible. But that happens with Kubla getting everybody out of the huddle, getting the snap off, keeping the defense guessing. It all starts with your quarterback. And maybe even there I'm giving Kubla a little much credit because they give the ball to Malk and he just outruns the whole defense. But
no, as a quarterback in that situation, you just got to be mistake-free, and that's what he's been tonight.
And that's going to do it. They will not have to snap the football again. The Wahpeton Huskies showing they belong in the state title conversation and they'll get a chance to prove themselves once again against number 1 undefeated Red River. Nothing to lose if you're the Huskies. Final tonight, 48-30 at Hannah Field. It's a good day to be a dog, baby. We'll be back with the Miller Realty postgame show. I'm Robert Wanick. He's Madison Nelson Gira, and that was the Class 2A football quarterfinals.
You want what you want. At Quality Toyota, we totally understand that we aren't going to talk you into a car you don't want. Instead, we're here to help you find the car, the color, the options, and the style that you do want. All with a simple, easy, and stress-free approach, because the price listed online or in every windshield is the only price. That way, we can concentrate on getting you the right car. Quality Toyota, West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls. QualityToyota.net. Let's go places.
How much do you really know about insurance? You have to have it, and your family should be covered at all times in case of an accident. What coverage is the best for you? That's where independent insurance agents Tyler Kent and Brad Rivard at Red River Agency Incorporated of Breckenridge can help. They provide all your insurance needs for home, auto, farm, life, commercial, MPCI, and crop hail. It's that easy. Give Tyler Kent or Brad Rivard a call at 643-1623. Red River Agency Incorporated, always by your side.
No matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain never changes. Red River Grain works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers, providing grain and agronomy services to help maximize your farm's potential. Red River Grain has been serving farmers for years with competitive prices and high-quality service. Talk to Carson or Brad for your grain and agronomy needs. Red River Grain, East Breckenridge, 643-3738. That's 643-3738, or you can find them online at redrivergrain.com.
Save big this month with Smith Motors in Wahpeton. Get up to $120 in rebates on the purchase and install of a set of 4 tires. Save up to $40 in rebates on the purchase and install of front and rear brake pads. Save up to $40 in rebates on the purchase and install on front and rear brake rotors. And save up to $80 in rebates on the purchase and install on GM shocks and struts. Small town friendly, big town deals. Smith Motors, your certified Chevy and GMC dealership in Wahpeton. Visit them online at smithmotors.com. Welcome
back to your Miller Realty postgame show, a tradition of knowledge, integrity, trust, and service. And the Wahpeton Huskies came in here 48-30 is the final on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. It could have been 48-14, but the Highlanders came out and started throwing daggers to the end zone in the fourth quarter, and Bryson Heck, coming back from that ankle injury, completed a bunch of those, and that's where we get to 48-30. But the Huskies, no doubt about it, in total control once they erased a 14-7 first quarter lead. And what are your thoughts on the game, Maddie? It was a blast to have you up here tonight.
It was a fun game as we see the Huskies kind of take in, and they're celebrating this awesome win here in Valley City. My thoughts, on the game are pretty simple. Trayton Mauk is the best player in North Dakota right now, the hottest player in North Dakota right now, and there's no denying that. And especially with him, he's having some success because the guys up front are working hard for him. If this was the NFL, he'd probably have to buy them some snowmobiles or free dinner at a steakhouse somewhere, but I'm sure he's very appreciative of those guys up front. He's just making some amazing plays, some amazing things that you just really don't see at this level very often. And another thing, the defense. The Huskies' defense is just absolutely played lights out tonight. Now, you may look at the scoreboard and say 48-30, that's a pretty high-scoring game, but the defense did their job before kind of the garbage time started to happen, and just very, very impressive job by the Huskies defense. Kudos to them. And but yeah, I think we're all going to be talking about it, but definitely the star of the game was Trayton Mauk. I know everyone deserves kind of a amazing shout out, and everyone does deserve it, but Trayton Mauk for sure is well deserving tonight of just an amazing history-setting game for sure.
So Trayton Mauk, he won't be buying him a Toyota Tundra, but he might be taking that offensive line to Frying Pan tonight. Local tradition after a football win, and it's going to be a late night for those boys. Get those guys some panhandlers or some patty melts or something, because Luke Anderson, Chase Marsh, Hunter Belke, Landon Ralph, the list goes on and on. Great night for the offensive line for the Huskies. And 386 yards rushing unofficially for Trayton Mauck, 5 touchdowns, and I guess my guess of 300 yards and 5 touchdowns tonight for Trayton Mauck, he must have heard us talking or something because he said, I'll do you one better and rush for almost 400. So let's go ahead and just give away the player of the game by Essentia Health. Here with you, it's Trayton Mauck, obviously.
Yeah.
I don't know if we could sit here and say anything else about why, but Trayton Mauck, he came into this game with over 1,200 yards rushing and 15 touchdowns. He now has almost 1,700 yards rushing, 20 touchdowns on the ground, and watch out for the rest of Class 2A in this bracket because you know the game plan for Valley City?
Yeah.
Stop Trayton Mauck. It didn't work.
For sure, and that's something that I think, if I was, Grand Forks Red River, I mean, who is going to figure this out? Because everyone else has not figured it out, and, next week is going to be the biggest game of the year for both of those teams. Last time they met, it was pretty darn close, and if I'm a betting man, which I'm not, I'm taking Trayton Mauck as a guy to just put the team on his back and make a play, and if it comes down to that, a play, just one play in that game, I mean, I'm putting all my money on Trayton Mauck.
And Mauck went for, I believe, $190 against Red River the first time. Their tailback went for 200, so it could be a very good matchup. And let's talk about the play of the game, Red River Agency. We were talking during the break. I believe the score was 14-6 at the time. I could be wrong. I'd have to go back. It's pretty pitch black up here, hard to keep stats. But Jackson DeVries, at a point early in the game, took a kick return to the house. He had an interception after. So let's just combine those two, lightning in a bottle. Those are your plays of the game presented by Red River Agency, your trusted hometown agents. Jackson DeVries, explosiveness all across the board.
Yeah, everyone. It was almost hard to keep track because everyone did have a great play. Jackson DeVries also, with that interception also is, I mean, really it's hard to key on someone to, give the play and player of the game, but definitely Jackson DeVries made a perfectly timed in that game. It was time for the Huskies to really, if they're not going to have an answer, then Highliners are going to keep running the ball. And that means, maybe game over. But a perfectly timed interception, which the Huskies carried on into the entire game.
And Cooper Cuomo, did he have an interception at the end of the game? I can't remember if he had an interception, but he's worth noting in the postgame show. He got his hand in on a couple plays in there. Rylan Flack did as well. And we were talking about the stable of freshmen that were doing work at the end of that game. So Wahpeton doing good, and Wade Gilbertson once again sprinting around the post-game circle. He does it after every win here for the Huskies, and he's hoping to keep those legs fresh next week as well as they take on Red River. Let's take a look at the bracket here before we wrap it up for tonight so that you guys can see exactly what is going down as we pull up your power poll. Drive for the title. This created by Ryan Cunningham at i3G Media. Thank you, Ryan. So Wahpeton will advance to face Red River on November 8th. We're going to go with them. We're not sure if we'll have that on the stream or not. Depends on if WDAY lets us, but we will have it on the radio for you on AM 1450. Other winners tonight, Minot North, West Fargo Horace.
Correct.
They came out on top as well, and of course, Wahpeton here. So eliminated Bismarck St. Mary's, Valley City, Devils Lake, and Jamestown. So what a fun season for Husky football. It continues as the Huskies started off this season 0-2. And they've since bounced back. They are now 6-4, ranked number 5 in the state, and it's just been so much fun. So a sack tonight on defense from Luke Anderson as well, and a sack from Evan Doctor. And I think that pretty much wraps up your post-game show. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on just what this means for Huskies football?
Yeah, I think it's a fun time to be a fan, to be a player, a parent, just a resident of Wahpeton. Just the city, and it's an exciting time. So, we appreciate everyone listening here in KBMW News Live YouTube. Hit that subscribe and like so you can, get us throughout, maybe not just football, but into basketball season as well. But yeah, an exciting time for Huskies football. It's going to be an exciting week here in Wahpeton, over in Wahpeton for sure, as the build up to this most important game of the season continues. And yeah, it's an exciting time. Come out, support the Huskies, and it's speaking to David Woods here at halftime. It's, I think, an exciting time just in general, if we're not going to talk about just the football program, but the city in general, the school in general. I think people are really rallying behind this team, and it's going to be exciting to see what happens with the biggest game of the year against Grand Forks Red River next week.
Grand Forks Red River 10-0. Wahpeton is 6-4, but next week they're both 0-0 going into the semifinals. Tonight's game, Wahpeton 48, Valley City 30. I'm Robert Wanek. He's Madison Nelson Gira, and like I said, Christmas comes early when I can get you on the call. This is Huskies football on AM 1450 KBMW. Let's have a day.
Tonight's Wahpeton Huskies game was brought to you by Builder's First Source, Carlson Family Insurance, CHI St. Francis, Essentia Health, Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley, Heitkamp Construction, Kraus Brothers Construction, Miller Realty, Minn Kota Ag Products, Otter Tail Power Company, Quality Toyota, Red River Agency, Red River Grain, Smith Motors, State Farm Agents Matt and Amanda Frederick, Titan Machinery, Twin Town Villa, Vision Ford, Bell Bank, Big John's Car Pro, Bremer Bank, Mindak Farmers Cooperative, Scott's Electric, St. Catherine's Living Center, and Valley Bead Service and Manufacturing. Make sure to go to KBMWnews.com for a complete updated list of future broadcasts and video streams. And make sure to tune into the Giant Sports Show every Saturday at 9 a.m. Thanks for listening.
Right now. Hi, this is Chris Stable.